Oh my gosh.
Do a quick recap.
Okie dokie.
Please.
So this is actually the longest recap we've done, but here it is. Okay. So recap for session 3. We learned about the dirt, about the weary and wearier travelers, and this bitch Ragla. Kind of intrigued. Follow up on that. Silver borrowed Viridian's smutty novel, and she picked up a new one. I didn't see, you didn't get your flask yet, right? You were going to come back. Okay, so it's 3 silver, 5 copper for your flask. We got to go back eventually and get your flask. We met Bob at the board and discovered that Kitrill is racist. Everybody was annoyed with Viridian for being so friendly. But she had a good feeling, and I rolled well, and so I think you're on the up and up. We learned that for hunting, you get 3 gold per direwolf ear and 5 gold per harpy talon. We went to the council, met Vidal and Will Harbis. We learned that we get 50 for investigating, and then we'll get the rest, again, another 50 for proof of investigation, and then if we can bring back proof that we have taken care of the slavers or the bandits, found survivors, we'll get 500 for stopping it. I gave my 10 gold to Bob, and you kept my 10 gold.
Yes.
That was my convincing everybody to bring Bob along. And then, Kitrill just gave you his gold. Because you had said that, hey, if you don't want it, I'll take it, and so I gave it to you. We signed a contract. We must complete the investigation or pay that 50 gold back. Otherwise, we'll get blacklisted. We went to the farm and met Simon, Thorfinn, and Irma. Simon's wife Elise, son Tancred, and daughter Jacqueline were taken. It happened at night. They stole grain. They weren't seen. No break-in. They just seemed to disappear. 3 farms to the east have also been hit. Silver noticed scuffs going northwest. Bob noticed a vague leaf out of place east of the farm. We tried to get through to Irma, but she didn't react. Silver saw shadows around her, popping in and out, large hunched figures, long arms, and then 2 small figures following. Irma surrounded by a faint enchantment and illusion, which we did the spell detect magic and saw that.
Right.
Viridian wrote notes in her smutty novel, and then when Viridian woke, she was filled with anger and nothing made sense, and she walked toward the northwest. Everybody was looking around. Kitrill found some stuff for potions. Everybody was just doing their own thing, and then they looked around and noticed Viridian was gone. But they found her, and she grabbed her book that she had thrown on the ground and snapped it closed before anybody could read it. Kitrill pulled her aside, and she told him about these weird dreams she gets, but she doesn't know what happens. She sleepwalks sometimes. The circus family used to keep track of her. And then majority ruled that we were going to go southeast to where the slavers' tent camp was, where Viridian was sold. And yeah, that was where we're at. So it is now morning time, and
How much distance was it again? 3 days or a week? I can't remember.
it was supposed to be 7 days, I think.
Yeah.
That's at normal travel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, sorry, real quick, just because you had mentioned it about the hit dice. I'm looking at my sheet. It does say my hit dice is 2d10.
Right, so the way it works is when you level, so what that means is when you level, you roll 1 hit dice to
Right.
determine your new hit points.
Okay.
When you take a short rest, since you don't heal on a short rest, you can roll hit dice to regain hit points on a short rest.
Right.
So that's what those 2d10 are. You have 2d10 you can roll to regain hit points on short rests. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But when you level, you only roll 1 dice to
Okay.
determine your new hit points.
Okay. Okay.
That's where I got fucked up last time. That's my fault.
Okay, no worries.
I swear I only rolled once and had a 5 and I got 10 hit points.
That's for the leveling.
Don't you have like a high con modifier too, though?
Right,
Yeah,
but
but only 4. No, 3. That would have gotten me that high.
yeah, your two hit dice would have taken you to 29. That's why you got there. Everybody rolled 2.
I do have it on video if we want to.
Yeah, I know everybody rolled 2 because we talked about it, and I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know that this is right, but do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Either way, probably don't have enough money.
I did want to ask, are you okay with how I handled that with your character?
Huh?
I kind of took all your player agency away during that scene.
Yeah,
Are you
it
okay
made
with that?
sense. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't want to overreach there. I just kind of took control of your character. I should have asked before I did that. but it was fun, so I did it.
Yes.
So,
Okay, so, what are you guys doing? What do you want to do?
at this point, we have started our journey to the southeast, right?
That's what we were getting ready to do, or we had just
We
started.
were here.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe-
we were here.
Yeah, that one.
Maybe we
Simon's
could-
farm.
We probably don't have enough money, but maybe we could see about passing by one of these other farms, and maybe they have like a horse or two, or a cart or something, to maybe speed up our travel.
And those were the farm, to the east were 3 farms that were also hit, so we could go check out some of the other farms on the way
Right.
down there.
Well, I had mentioned that since we're heading this direction, we might stop here before heading this way.
Yeah.
Right, no, we'll hit,
So
we'll
that's
hit at
good.
least 1 or 2 of these farms on our way out.
Okay.
By the way, we're daytime. This is daytime.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
I think it was like 9 a.m.
Not even, because I woke up first light.
Oh,
to
yeah,
do
yeah, no, it's
detect
like
magic,
5:50,
so
that's what
it's
I
like,
have.
Yeah, at
like
the
6.
latest, it's 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
So,
Oops,
yeah, I guess, who wants to, I'll take lead.
Sounds
I
good.
mean, well, do you want to take lead with me since you're kind of directing to where we're going?
Sure.
Okay. So, me and Viridian. We're trying to figure out marching order.
I'm at back.
Back. Bob, where are you at?
I mean, middle.
Tell you what, we'll walk in columns. Kirill can be in the back, you and Vladimir take second column. Alright.
There, I'm back here.
Okay, so we're walking east to the next farm that was hit.
Okay,
I'm back here.
So, Vladimir, you'd be like here. That's me, and Viridian's over here.
Maybe I'm back here.
I don't think he likes us.
No.
Alright, so at 6 a.m., how long do you think it takes us to get to the next farm?
since you're leading the party, Silver, make a survival check.
Yep.
You as well, because you're assisting to lead. Or you can either do 2 or 1 can do advantage.
I have +0.
I'll roll as well.
Okay.
So I got a total of 14.
I got a 5.
Alright, so it's gonna average out to 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna take you, it's not that far, but you guys are having some trouble, moving through the brush and through the weeds and whatnot.
He's not.
I'm
kidding.
still out of it.
Yeah, you guys are stopping and kind of arguing like, okay, what the fuck? This is south. No, this is south. No, that's west. And the rest of you just standing back like, what the fuck are these idiots doing? So it's gonna take about 3 hours to make your way to them. They're not that far apart, right?
Next farm.
They're small farms, in kind of a semicircle around the city.
Right.
Okay. 9 a.m.
As you guys
Where's the next
approach, you notice this farm on the outskirts, there's like small,
Are we heading
Orchards?
west?
No, we're heading southeast.
Southeast.
Oh, yeah, we're heading
And
that way
there's several other farms
We're going
along
from-
on the
path.
way
You started
that have
here.
been hit.
Okay.
We're trying to, this is not just one farm, this is like multiple
Oh,
farms.
okay.
feel free to write on that, by the way, if you need to. We can print more out.
Yeah.
Right, so we're traveling
We
from
put
here
some
to
notes
here,
on there, yeah.
and then our destination is this
Okay,
black
okay.
spot here.
I guess if we're gonna walk into another farm, I'm gonna try to find the proprietor. of
Yeah,
this
so as
farm.
you approach, this farm looks a little less successful than the last one did. The orchard, they're small orchards, but they look, leaves are drying out. It doesn't look like it's
Well, it's
being
that time
well
of year,
taken
yeah.
care of. Well, even
Well, it's also
at this
fall,
time
right?
of year,
Yeah.
they should look healthy,
Gotcha.
right? I don't know if anybody's seen an orchard in the fall, but they still look healthy.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess we'll approach the farm and try to, I guess, hail down the first person we see. Try to figure out if they were attacked as well.
Yeah, as you approach, you don't actually see,
Anyone?
you don't see anyone coming up.
Is
on
there a structure, a barn, a house, something?
There's a house. As you go up, there's a small barn, and then there's the house.
Okay.
Can we tell what kind of farm it was? Like what kind of?
It looks like it was primarily, they primarily grew like fruit trees. And that kind of thing. You know, there's a small, you know, there would be like a small plot for family food, you know, to grow their own stuff, but it looks like their primary source of income was the orchards,
Okay.
from what you can tell around.
Is there a name anywhere, like on a fence, that might suggest what name of this farm was, or anything?
Make an investigation check. But my gut says no.
Okay.
$11.
11? Yeah, you don't see anything.
-1.
I have a negative one.
That's okay.
Can I walk up to the door of the house and knock?
You know, you go up and you knock.
I'm just not a good looker.
In more ways than one.
I think you're a good looker. I just want to throw that out there. I am okay with this. You do not get an answer immediately.
Are there any signs that the place was attacked? Is there like, has the door been kicked in or
Can I try to?
anything?
How many
down?
buildings again? I'm sorry. I didn't.
So there's the house itself, and then there's a small barn.
So we're at the house.
That's it.
That's it.
Any equipment out there?
Probably just those fruit grabber
Make another
things.
investigation check.
All right.
Did you see that roll? Do not roll
Stop
on the board.
rolling on the board.
Roll on the
Is
table.
it a 1?
That's a 0.
That one.
You can't even find the door.
Yeah.
Must be just over.
You're really
There's
not sure.
brush everywhere. I
You're
can't
not
see shit.
sure where you're at right
Yeah.
now. You're thinking about Ciara way too much.
The syphilis is kicking us.
Can I try to open the
The
door?
present that keeps on
Is
giving.
it, and if is it locked or unlocked?
Okay, so you open the door and it opens.
Hello.
It kind of squeals, and you notice the door is not flush. Like it's kind of leaning.
Okay.
Right. This place does not look like it's been well maintained.
Does it look like anybody, like, has it been abandoned?
It just looks like it hasn't been well maintained.
Okay.
So I peek my head and say, hello, we're just looking into some of the things going on around here. Is there somebody home?
So as you open the door, the first thing you notice is it's musty, and it smells like something has recently died in here.
Dope. I'm gonna draw my short sword.
Can I, go ahead.
Oh, can we go inside and look? I
Hmm?
mean, there might be someone dead. Do I have to roll
Smells
something?
Yeah, make an
Yeah.
investigation.
Yeah, so I go inside first because Silver
Okay,
and I
hold
were
on.
up front.
Let's
I wanted
let
to-
Vladimir talk real
Yeah.
quick.
I'm looking at my thing. Hold on. I want to detect magic. Or not detect magic.
Oh, you want to
but,
do your channel divinity or divine sense?
Divine sense.
Okay. So you do divine sense. You do not get the sense of any undead or any outer planar beings. So yeah, you don't get anything from
So
that.
nothing like last time.
Right.
Okay.
All right, Brady.
So yeah, we're walking in the door and you guys are following us.
I've drawn my short sword.
Yeah, I've drawn my daggers
Okay.
and we're creeping in. What do we see?
Make an investigation.
Okay.
You guys have dark vision.
I have
So,
dark vision.
He
Yeah.
does.
so you do not. So you would do be at
Would it be
disadvantage.
It is
Would
9
it be that
a.m.
dark? It's
Is
only-
there-
It's dark inside.
It's dark
It's dark
inside.
inside,
Yeah.
okay.
So like the windows are shuttered.
Well, it only has small windows
Gotcha.
and they're shuttered, so it's very
Okay.
dark inside.
So you're doing investigation?
Yeah.
2.
I got
At disadvantage
a disadvantage.
Yeah.
because you don't have dark vision.
Okay, well I still got 17.
Okay. 16.
16? Oh, yeah. So the interior, it looks like a standard farmhouse, right? It's a one large room. You can see, off to the side, there's a couple of partitioned off areas with curtains. The kitchen is off to the side. It's a mess. Like, somebody just rampaged through here.
Like it's been
Yeah,
robbed,
you don't know if it's been...
burgled.
At this point, I just want to know, I know they're inside.
Your divine sense lasts 10 minutes, right? Does it
should
keep
say
going
next
for a
to your
minute? I think it
spell What
does.
the duration is.
But I want to be sure. Or is it just a one-shot use?
It might only be a minute.
Until the end of your next turn, so it lasts 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it keeps going for a minute. Okay.
And you said the house was messy?
It's not messy. It looks like it's been ransacked.
Like someone raided it.
Well, there's like, pots and pans thrown all over the place. Bedding has been slashed open.
I would say
That kind of
bandit-
thing, yeah.
I would
It
say the
looks like it's
bandits
been
have been
torn
here as well, and either took everybody or killed everybody, or who knows what. I'm gonna
Can I-
keep looking around.
But
Can I see? Sorry.
I just wanted to know where everybody was. If they're inside, so where, I didn't
Yeah.
say.
Bob-
I'm assuming I'm standing in the
Bob
doorway.
followed. It's up to you. What
Okay.
you want to do? Bob followed
And
me.
where are you at?
I'm staying outside watching the door.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
we're-
gonna, since he's outside watching, I was gonna suggest maybe I'll stay at the doorway, but I'll go in since he's out there.
Okay.
Can I look around and see if I can find the source of that smell?
A disadvantage roll investigation.
I got an 8.
Okay, yeah, you start looking around, you start poking things, and you cannot find the source of this smell.
Can I try?
Absolutely. You have dark vision, so just
Are there-
investigation.
Are there
Can
any
you sense the
signs
smell?
of life? Anything?
Oh, actually,
And it's investigation?
I just
Yeah,
said-
So I got a 12.
12, okay. It takes you a few minutes, so while you're looking, what are you doing?
Well, I had already started investigating. I had a 16 with
Yeah, and I
dark
had a
vision.
17 investigating the
Oh,
place.
okay, so you got 3 of you, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, well, when we
I,
initially
thought-
walked
I
in,
just
we-
woke up like an hour ago.
Yeah.
when we initially walked in, we both rolled.
Yeah, and we rolled well
Okay.
for the investigation.
So. My bad, I'm sorry. That's my fault.
No worries. So did I find the smell or no?
I thought you rolled an 8 for that.
Well,
Well, she rolled a
I
16
rolled 2
with the initial
investigate. I got
investigation.
17.
Okay.
17, sorry.
Okay, my bad, my
Mine
bad.
was a 16.
Give me a second. Okay. So as you guys start, the 3 of you start, you take a couple of minutes, you start searching around looking for the source of this smell, and there is. You find a. It's not like a hidden. It's like a cellar door, like a trap door.
Gotcha.
And as you open it, that smell just intensifies, and it just wafts up from the cellar.
Smell of death?
Smelly.
Yeah,
Smelly
it
cellar.
definitely smells like
Something's dead down there.
death. Like death
Cellar.
farted.
Yeah.
You want to go with
Pretty
me
gnarly.
into the smelly cellar?
Sure.
How about
And it's pitch black down there.
how about somebody go get Kid Frill? Doesn't he have a spell for light?
Get her
Oh,
out.
Go get him.
All right, I'm gonna go outside and talk to Kid Frill. Hey, if you can come in here, I'll stay outside. They might need your help.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
We
so
need
I'll
some
stand at the doorway
Okay.
and I pull my my sword
I'll go
and my shield.
try to find these jokers in the house.
Follow the smell.
Smelly cellar.
Smells like breakfast.
In the swamp, it probably will.
All right.
Good.
Think you can light it up down there?
Alright, I'll cast light.
Okay.
Is that just-
on my staff.
That's on your staff, yeah.
Yeah, it's stationary, and it's
That's on my staff, so it walks with me.
well. That bit the light itself is you can't like move it.
It's not like a.
It's stationary,
Not like
so it's on your
dancing lights
staff.
or
Yeah,
anything.
that's what I meant. Your staff is now stationary.
You cast light and it stays in that spot.
Okay.
So we're down in the
So
smelly
we start
cellar.
walking down.
So you start going down. It's about 10, 12 feet down, right? Down some rickety stairs.
Mhm.
This is always where the good stuff happens.
Yeah, what are you getting us into, guys?
And as you get down there, yeah, it reeks. And you can see as you're shining the light around. The room itself is probably about 20 feet.
So I don't even have to move around, it shows the whole room.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
just it's about 20 feet, square. Not squared. I don't want to do math, but a square room.
Yeah.
And there's just blood splashed on the walls. It's on the ground. And you just see the ground is just littered with a variety of critters. There's squirrels,
Okay.
there's cats, there's a dog,
I'm gonna grab a couple of squirrels.
just eviscerated. And they've been down here a while. They're starting to decompose. That's why it
Does it-
smells so bad.
Okay, so it's like a mini.
The blood is
slaughterhouse.
dried. It's not
So it's like
fresh.
a mini slaughterhouse down here for small animals.
It's a mini slaughterhouse that nobody has ever bothered to do anything with. There's just dead bodies left.
But
Right.
no humanoid
No,
bodies.
you don't see any
Jeffrey
humanoid
Dahmer's
bodies.
house.
Okay, well,
Literally,
there's-
I'm gonna grab a couple of
there's
the
part of
less
the-
rotted ones I can find and take it to, fry them up a little bit and have a snack.
I'm gonna poke her. I mean, are they like stacked on top of the floor?
They're just
Like,
littered.
so like what?
It's like
20
somebody
or
just went on a
so-
bloodbath on
20
these.
or so small animals.
Yeah, I'd say between a dozen and 18.
I'm gonna
And
take.
it doesn't look like a hunter did this.
They're slaughtered. They're not skinned.
I
They're
want
not
to take a look and
nothing.
see
They're
if there's
just
any
dead.
bite marks, teeth marks.
Yeah.
If it was an
There is
animal
now.
attack. If it was wolves or anything
Yeah.
like that. I don't know why.
So you guys see him start picking through, taking dead animals.
That makes sense. I've already seen him do it enough.
And
over
you
the
look
last
down
10
at
days.
me.
And actually, I mean, Bob would be sitting there going, well, this makes sense. They're dead. They can be eaten. Logically, that's how lizard men
Right.
think. Logically, what he's doing makes sense to you. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you guys were like, oh God, what the fuck?
Maybe she likes things.
But yeah, I wanna see
raw
if
and
the
wriggling. I
animals-
thought you liked raw and wriggling.
I do, but lizard folk
Oh,
do see
yeah.
the logical, they don't see
Well,
emotionally.
like lizard
they
folk,
see,
literally, they're so logical that if they're in a fight and their best friend dies, they will take his body back and eat him because why let meat go to waste, right? They don't see anything wrong with cannibalism.
So I'm
Not
gonna
eating
look.
and they don't
cats.
get metaphors, but they still use them even though they don't know what it means.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, what are we doing? You're
I
picking
wanna,
up.
So we're looking-
I want to investigate. I want to see if the animals were killed by another animal, by a blade.
No, they were obviously sliced open.
Okay.
Sliced open. Okay,
Some of
by
them,
weapon.
their heads were cut off. Some of them, they were cut,
I mean, this isn't really
groin to
science.
throat. Some of them, their throats were slit.
Well, that changed because Brittany was thinking that maybe this is like a werewolf den, but if they were blades used on them, I don't
Could've
know
been
what
people
fucker was in
killing
this
them for
place.
dinner and
Um,
then they got ambushed.
They just
and
left them all in here like this?
As you guys are looking around, and it's not a big room, you see back in a corner. Did you go down too? No, you stayed outside.
I'm thinking I'm gonna wander in here in a minute, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Back in a corner where it's darker in this corner, but you can't determine why. It's almost like the light doesn't quite. You can still see, but it's not. It's like it's shadowed.
Okay. You didn't wait
You
for
you
lights.
look like you see what looks like a very rough-hewn altar. It's about a couple feet tall, about 3 feet wide, and I'm gonna say 2 people can make a check,
I want to check this out.
either history or religion, whichever is higher for you.
I got none.
I can do history.
They're both the same for me, so.
You guys okay with that?
Well, actually, if you're gonna do it, it would
Yeah.
be
Well,
strictly history. for
Wouldn't
you.
we want the
Strictly
paladin coming in here and doing something religion-y?
Probably so.
Is he even high in religion? But yeah.
He's a paladin.
Paladin. Well,
I have -1 religion.
What?
well, yeah.
He's-
Religion's intelligence modifier.
His paladinhood is a very unique situation.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's
So-
not your standard.
I'll see what I know
roll.
historically,
I'll roll.
and
I
then.
got a +2 on history.
+2?
Doesn't really help.
I got a 12.
fucking maybe a D.
I got a 12.
I had a 4. +2
Okay.
doesn't help when you roll it.
Put that dice
I
in
was-
jail. Get that out of here.
That's 2.
Nice job.
So you got a 4 and a 12.
That'd be
Yes.
Well, this isn't an average one because you guys are doing it independently.
Yeah.
Right.
It's 2 different checks.
So 12?
I know nothing, Jon Snow.
I forgot. Where are we? That's a short-term
What
memory
country
loss.
are we in?
Why don't they? Okay, well. Sorry, I'm looking at something real quick.
Does it say record on it? I just like to check.
I think so. It's registering a bunch of faces.
It's got a red thing on it. a red dot down below by.
Yeah, it's recording.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So
Wow.
Chunky. That had some meat to
It
it.
did. I want whatever she's having.
Alright, since you're up, can you grab me another one of these?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anybody else need something? Do you want some? I don't know if we have any soda left. We have water and stuff.
Oh no, it's okay. I'm not that thirsty right now.
Goat cheese.
Did
Wait,
you say
is that-
goat cheese?
Said, oh
It's gross.
geez.
I thought you said goat cheese.
Dutch beer.
It could be goat cheese too, for all I
That's
know.
cool.
I think I
Goat
just-
cheese is one of my favorite things.
I think I just plopped some goat cheese in my chair.
Oh, that is cool.
When I was a kid, I don't know, I don't remember why, but apparently I couldn't nurse, I had to use goat milk.
Power.
Yeah?
It's the only thing I could, it's the only
That's
thing
so
I could
Viking
do.
of you.
I know, right? I cannot remember why. I was told a long time ago. So on the top of the altar, you would see. I'm just going to draw this. Well, actually, yeah, no, I'm just going to draw that. I'm going to try to anyway. God knows I can't fucking draw. So you see a symbol that looks. It's very crudely drawn. Which
Yeah,
works
like that?
because I draw very crudely. No, it's not just. It's not it.
I was like, what is that?
Make sure I'm doing this right.
It's a wiggle.
Here's our
That's what you see. It's very crudely carved into the top of this this altar.
So that's a symbol
That is a symbol.
What direction's up?
Well, as far as you can tell, it's a symbol.
Which direction's
on an
up?
altar.
I'll take a picture.
On the altar, okay, that's a good question. So if you were to look at the altar, like I said, it's about. So that's the altar. So it's facing. That
So
way.
that's like it's flat.
Right. It's flat.
So it's like a stone tablet.
Yeah, it's like a stone altar.
Gotcha.
The top is wood, which is what that's carved into.
Cool. So does my 12 get me anything?
No.
Okay.
Or you.
Wasn't quite high enough.
Yeah.
So by
Check.
the time we got down here, Vadimir's detect magic would have worn out, I imagine.
Or divine sense.
Divine sense,
Yeah.
rather, yeah.
But at this point, divine sense would have worn off.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
don't know what you
I'll-
guys are thinking. That looks like a wolf. The body of a dog-like animal.
Yeah,
I can
maybe.
see that, like
I guess.
constellation type
The bottom
thing.
is
yeah.
legs, the top
Like
is
if
the
it-
head,
like if it-
I was
that's the
thinking
tail,
wolves, yeah.
and that's where
But
there's no head.
all
It's a
these
headless
bodies
wolf.
were carved by blade. So are they wolf worshippers?
Maybe. But I don't know. I'm just saying. It kind of looks like the body of a wolf without a head.
I can see that.
Yeah. Like,
Mine does, the way I
I mean,
drew it.
now that you say it, that's all I'm gonna see.
Well, now I also
I can see where you're going with that.
I see this difference in like here's
I'm
the
gonna
more
say-
nature organic form and then the more like man-made carved form, you know, like some sort of nature versus man type thing. I don't know.
Is that a myth?
I'm spitballing.
I was gonna just kind of wander in,
Okay.
see if there's anything going on, so I'm gonna back myself up to the entrance to the cellar,
Right.
keeping my, kind of looking back, making sure nothing's going on.
Ass to the wall.
And I'm gonna call down, hey, what do you guys see down there? What's up? What's going on?
Bunch of little dead animals. And,
Lunch.
We
and-
found weird
and
shit.
a weird altar.
Yeah, creepy altar with a weird symbol on
Go
it.
take a look. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll say screw it. I've only got one spell slot left, but I'm gonna cast detect magic, see what I find.
Does anybody else want to come upstairs first before I come down?
I'll keep lookout.
Take watch.
Yeah.
I can come upstairs.
Everybody that's down there except
Are we all
Bob.
gonna fit down here? If it's only 20 square feet, we're all ready
everybody
standing on top of
except
each
Bob
other.
that's downstairs make a Constitution
Constitution.
saving
But I
throw.
just said I'm leaving.
Well, you're
okay.
down there right now
Constitution save.
Why
saving
everybody
throw.
but me?
I have 11.
because the
Because
11
you got
because
something.
this,
Oh,
Yeah.
um,
Oh. I
you would
got-
actually do it with advantage, but 11 succeeds.
I got
Because it's the smell and what's going on.
Oh.
It's to determine if you get sick or not.
I got 6.
6. Okay, so you're going to leave. You're like, I get the fuck out of here. You just go
Yeah.
off in the corner and start puking whatever you
shit.
have in
I
your
got an
stomach.
18.
You're fine.
Can I see if she's okay?
Yeah, you can go.
Okay, so.
Are you okay? Rubs your back.
So you guys
Yeah,
are both
get
in
out
the
of here,
kitchen. You
Mom.
guys are like in the kitchen, right? You guys are upstairs.
I'll just
They're
carry you
underground.
upstairs.
She's
That's
downstairs. She didn't make it up the stairs.
Yeah,
yet.
Bob is carrying me
Yeah.
upstairs.
Okay. Take
While-
a strength check. Just
A
for
strength
funsies.
check?
While
Oh,
that's
God, don't
happening,
drop
I'm
me.
gonna cast detect magic.
Okay.
See if
9.
I can pick
Wait,
up anything from
and
the
then-
altar.
Yeah, the
Oh, is that
altar.
what's up?
Strength mod.
Okay, so I hate your head, I guess. I got a 8.
An 8? Yeah, you're struggling for some reason to. Because she's
I'm
like.
throwing
Yeah,
up.
she's throwing up. and
Damn,
she's-
bitch, what
yeah.
you eat?
You do manage to get her upstairs.
Okay, we're upstairs.
I love it.
So they come up, Vladimir, as you're coming over, and there's puke all down the front of her.
Oh God.
Okay. I'm making sure she doesn't touch my furs. Okay.
I do not like vomit.
So I want to take a look over.
Sorry, because we didn't finish it.
Oh,
Detect
yeah.
magic.
Okay, so detect magic. So you're going downstairs now, Vladimir.
Yeah. Now I can use divine sense
Again, you can use it twice.
twice in one.
So
sector.
you detect magic. The altar definitely is magical.
What kind?
It would be. It's illusion. It would be illusion.
Ding dong.
We don't have any more D&D guests.
No,
What's going on?
it's got to be for a card, I assume.
Oh.
Illusion magic.
Kitty kitty.
Remember that.
So yeah, it would be
Oh my
illusion.
God, my neighbor probably thinks I'm a dominatrix now.
Chickens with the hair.
That was my first thought when I walked
It's
in.
an
Yeah,
illusion as well.
I'm like, this night's gonna get kinky.
There was
He
the,
just
there was the
came
shadow
to
thing,
bring
but
me
that
my
was
mail
just,
that was in his.
about the faith.
Real nice.
Oh, you got
The
some
magic
free
I detected
chickies
was enchantment.
Nice.
I didn't get
Wait,
it.
is it for a grand
Irma.
opening of a new one? Is
Yeah,
that
Oh, no, it was
it's a new one on
illusion and
Alamo.
enchantment.
Illusion and
on
enchantment.
Alamo?
Okay,
They're
you're right.
on
Elementary.
Alamo.
This
Okay,
one's just
thanks.
illusion. And it's stronger
Okay,
than it was
illusion.
on her.
Where the
Gotcha.
Baskin Robbins used to be.
Illusion, stronger than
it's
Irma.
I live all the way
Illusionary
down
magic.
Alamo, but like on the other
Or
side.
illusory magic,
You
sorry.
know what I'm talking
So
Okay.
Down near the
Outside
overcut,
yourself.
down near 80.
about? No, like
Oh,
5.
hey, yeah,
Oh, okay. Wrong side.
you're right.
Sorry,
sorry.
where are the corks?
Yeah.
So what are you doing, Vladimir,
So, I mean-
as you come down?
well, he's not done yet.
Well, I've got, detect magic lasts for 10 minutes?
Yeah.
So now that I picked that up, I'm gonna tell everybody this, and
Okay.
I'm gonna start walking around the rest of the house to see if I pick up
Okay.
any other magical auras or senses.
Oh, that was perfect.
Okay.
So I just want to bring up, just for the group, you did say it's a illusion magic.
Yeah.
Remember Irma had
Yeah.
also an illusion spell. So I'm not saying that for Vladimir.
She had illusion and enchantment on her.
Yeah.
Faintly.
What I want to
But she's
do,
probably had that shit on her for like
you know, I
20
stroll
years
over and I
based on
take a
what
look at
Simon
this,
said.
Okay.
this symbol, and then, even though it's probably not going to do me any good, I'd like to look around the room and see if there's any hidden, you know, walls or something.
Okay,
Anything going
make
on
an
in the room.
investigation check.
And I'm gonna look up because nobody ever looks up.
You look up at the ceiling?
Yep.
Make an investigation check.
Nobody ever
I'm also not in the room anymore.
Right.
On the board!
What'd you roll?
Nothing.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 12.
Yeah.
I didn't find shit.
The ceiling looks
No, I-
pretty much how you would expect a ceiling to look.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, don't ever forget to look at the ceiling.
So yeah, you find absolutely nothing.
That's why I just died.
It dies.
And as,
it kills my
as you're looking around, you don't even, you're just crushing these little bodies underfoot, crunching bones.
No, yeah, I don't get right.
Yeah, you have no fucking clue what you're doing. And you don't have to make a constitution save because this is nothing compared to what you saw, right?
Right.
Before.
I'm used to this.
Yeah, this is pretty,
So
this is
I don't know what else
Your
the
corpse
basement
has smash
can tell us.
I have a smash berry. Bitch.
Better than a member.
Remember Barry?
What is this?
Remember berries? Look it up, you'll love it.
Not right now.
Not right now.
Yeah.
I'll write a note.
Okay, what are we
Member
doing?
berries.
So yeah, you don't find anything. You're just
I'm-
oblivious.
I'm
obviously.
walking around the rest of the house for the 10 minutes that I have Detect Magic.
Nothing else in the
Nothing
house.
else. Just the illusion magic
Mhm.
off that tab.
At this time, I brought her outside to get her fresh air.
Okay.
So we're watching the door now.
Can
We'll buy
we-
him.
Am I okay enough to like look for water?
Yeah,
Look for
after
well?
a couple of minutes, yeah. Once you get it out of your system and you get out of that environment, yeah.
Can
you're
I look
okay.
for some water somewhere to clean off?
There's a well. There's
Okay.
there's a
Anybody-
small trough, for like horses
Does
and
anybody think
whatever.
this has anything
Okay.
to do with slavery or bandits?
No, but I was gonna say, does anybody have anything to do an etching, a rubbing?
What's everybody's passive
Um,
perception?
Oh, I think
12.
12,
11.
11, 10.
I think I might have.
I can rip out a piece of my
It's right
paper and use some makeup from my disguise
No,
kit.
if
But
you
you're
have
not downstairs.
The passive
if-
Oh, you're not
perception?
downstairs, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
I
nine.
was gonna look at
I
my
have
equipment.
ink.
He
I
wants to
have
do
ink.
rubbing.
You're not downstairs either.
I'm not. You're right.
Nope.
Well, okay.
It's
yeah,
just
you're
these
right.
3 downstairs right now. Or no, these
No,
2.
just 2.
Because you're out, yeah.
Oh, so maybe we should check to see if anybody upstairs has anything to do a rubbing, because we need proof to do stuff, so just in case,
Can I clean
cover our
myself
ass.
off and get all this puke off me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Do I
At
need
this
to
point,
roll
I'll
for
say my
that?
10.
No, you-
Okay.
I haven't.
Um,
No.
I don't have any like charcoal or anything though. I just have ink, so that won't help with the rubbing.
What's in a mess kit?
That's
Food.
like
Well,
a fork,
utensils,
a plate.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
stuff to eat with.
What are you guys looking for?
Parchment, charcoal, something to do a rubbing.
Well,
of
you don't
the,
know they're looking for this right now.
Oh, I
Bob.
don't?
No,
Oh,
you-
you're
my bad,
upstairs.
my bad.
Well, you don't know either because you're not.
Well, he said he came upstairs.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, yeah.
I was still downstairs. I
Oh,
haven't yet.
sorry.
I just assumed
What
we
all
should.
comes in a tinder box?
A tinder
Stuff
box
to make
is
fire.
just flint and steel and then some kindling to start fires.
Just stuff to make a fire, yeah.
Well, we can-
Are you outside? Did you
Not
ask
yet.
me?
No, they're down. These 2 are downstairs
Well, he
still.
said he just came up.
I didn't.
Oh, okay. I thought
No, he said he came up. I don't know
Okay.
where we got
I
I'm
that.
confused. Okay, where are we at? I'm
I think we
cleaning
should
puke
at
off
least
me.
try to get a rubbing of this thing, see if anybody else can do it for us.
So me and you are the only ones in there, so yeah.
Because we want, if we're looking for proof of stuff, this is something proof of stuff. We don't know what it is yet,
Proof
but
of something.
Well, I've got leathers. What if I had a thin leather, I could make a kind of a makeshift rubbing with my dagger and
Like
a leather.
An
You could-
indentation. or
You
anything.
can
Indentation on the
certainly try. Just do a straight intelligence check. So D20
Great.
plus your intelligence modifier.
If you roll a 1, you gotta put it in dice jail.
Right.
Don't roll it on a
If
fucking
you roll a 1,
Yeah.
I'm going to change your intelligence score to 1. Which would be like negative nine. No, at
Actually,
1, he wouldn't even
mute.
be able to talk. He'd have no language skills.
functionally mute.
Always.
Oh, it-
Well, does it
Yeah,
count?
no.
I
if
would let you
check-
keep that one, honestly, because that was really good.
18.
'Cause he's just going to roll a 1 if I make him do it legit. So yeah, you managed to get one. Actually, as you're doing it, you think to yourself, I have a better idea. You put the leather over it, and you actually cut out the symbol in the leather. Perfect.
Okay. That'll work.
Okay.
But is that proof?
Because you're super smart right now.
Because the rubbing is more proof than.
If you want to, that's just me. I think
If
that's a
it's the
better
best
idea.
we can do.
So,
Well, I think that if I would have pulled it down and made
Okay,
it
that's
rubbing
fine.
like that, it would have.
That works out well enough.
Yeah, that works. That works.
Okay.
can I walk up to Silver, I guess? Are you outside? You were looking
Well,
around?
I'm
Anything else to see here?
He's in the house.
Anything else to see
We're
here?
going
Check
to
that
house.
No,
out.
I think it's time to leave.
Let's get the hell out of
Okay.
here.
I'm thinking, yeah.
So
We'll
this
grab
place is
another squirrel on the
abandoned.
way
So
out.
we walk
So,
up.
As they're coming up, I'm gonna come finishing my 10-minute tour of the small house and say I found.
What's the radius on detect magic?
30 feet.
30 feet? Okay.
So that's why I figured I'd walk around because I've got. a
Did you
30-foot
need to walk
radius.
around? It was like
Can
20-foot square.
Can I
Maybe.
see him with his etching thing?
Well, actually, the house is about 60 feet.
Oh, okay.
The house itself.
Have I seen Vladimir
No,
come out
he's-
with his leather yet?
He would just now be coming upstairs.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just
You're outside.
carrying it, so whatever. I haven't put it away yet.
So what do you guys want to do?
So I want
So
to.
yeah, you're eating dead squirrels.
Gross.
I grabbed another one for the. You gotta have one for the road.
Road dog.
So I have washed all the puke up, and I'm leaning into the house, and I look in and see Vladimir with his etching thing, and I'm like, what's that? What you got there?
Well, we made an etching of the symbol we found. Thought it might.
So
Why
that's
don't- why don't
that's
we-
bordering on metagaming right there, just so you know.
I
That's
know.
bordering. Just so you know.
I'm trying to, because I have an idea, but
Right,
I was
but
trying to tell these guys.
That's what I'm saying.
And now, so
You're bordering.
I get it.
Okay.
So I've gone out of my way because my idea is, why don't we just pull the wooden part off that stone tablet, take it with us? Because it was wood on top of that stone.
So it's 3 feet long by about 2 feet wide. It's a good chunk of wood, right?
Yeah.
It takes
This
I don't
is
wanna mess with
20%
the
of
altar.
room.
Yeah.
Especially in that room.
I'll do it, I don't care.
So
Okay.
I don't wanna carry that shit.
I mean, if it's just the wood, I'm trying to pry the wood out, it can't be that heavy.
I've got the etching, it's evidence. If we see it somewhere else, and we know what we're
I
looking
mean,
for.
okay, it was
I
an
really
idea.
kind of
yeah.
want somebody to do this, honestly.
Because there's gonna be something that jumps out at us. Eats our face. It's a face hugger.
It was an idea. If you've got a good enough etching, then we can get out. But
I also have no idea what it means. I don't
Well,
know what
I-
kind of illusions are being cast around this altar. I haven't seen anybody
oh,
worship
there's
illusion.
illusions on it.
Well,
I didn't know that.
There's an aura of illusory magic.
Okay. Well,
Illusory
maybe,
magic?
maybe we shouldn't mess with it then.
Illusory.
I'm a big fan of this word.
Maybe we shouldn't mess with it then. I didn't know it had magic on it. Okay.
It's got magic.
That is actually a word too, by the way.
Illusory, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
I think we continue
ILL.
on.
Yeah,
So we
let's
stop
get the
wasting
fuck
daylight.
out of here.
There's no signs of anything. I mean, this place could have been run over through the bandits, but there's nobody to question. There's nothing to find out, except for this etching that we found while we were here. I said
Did you divine sense down there? I don't remember.
I did
Yeah.
not.
No,
Okay.
It was
Okay.
just to detect magic. I say we carry him.
Should we maybe go check another farm, since this one was so interesting?
Well,
It's a
We're in-
broad
Yeah.
use of the word interesting, but sure. I mean, there's probably got to be another one on the way.
There were
right?
3 to the east.
well, this was down the outskirts, so there will be more.
There's
Each
more
one of
farms.
these little 3 sections,
if
it's
we
not just one
continue-
farm,
Yeah.
it's a
Oh, yeah,
bunch of
if
If we
grouping of farms.
continue,
There you go,
If
exactly.
we continue southeast, we will come across another farm, I imagine.
You went due east to get to this farm, or
went
we're going
south.
southeast?
Yes,
Southeast, which puts us right there at that area, so we're
Somebody
right.
roll a
in-
d20 for me. If you're gonna continue
Not
that
Kramer.
path.
Ah, 2.
Shit.
You have no idea if there's more farms down there.
Well, we did know already that there were 3 farms to the east that were hit.
To the east, but you guys are going southeast.
Right, because.
Right, you're not going-
Which is
The
why I
group
just said,
decided.
should we go check out another farm to the east before we head to the slavers, is my question, because we
I
didn't
mean,
get
yeah,
to
if we
question
keep,
anybody.
If we keep heading east, then we
It's
can
not
just.
too far out of our way.
We
Yeah.
just bust a right and go straight south to where
Yeah.
we need to go, so yeah, we can do that.
Hopefully there's somebody to question at the next one.
Okay.
Let's get
Well,
going.
I agree with you guys,
Yeah.
but I feel like this doesn't seem like it has anything to do with the slavers, but
I don't think it has anything to do with
it's
the
worth
slavers,
investigating.
but I
It's worth
Yeah.
investigating.
I think this farm got rolled by the bandits.
Rick
I don't know what's up with all these small animals,
I'm never gonna get
but the fact that there's nobody here and nobody tending to this farm,
It's pretty goddamn good.
And
Thinking
the
it got
house
rolled.
looked ransacked too, so maybe the bandits found it empty like we did and just took everything.
everything they could find.
Yeah. Well, let's go to the farm, the next farm to the east then, and then we'll go southeast. Aye.
Verily.
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye.
Alright,
Hi.
we're going east.
Real quick.
And
real
is
quick
it, so
though,
it was,
now that she brought that up, that got me thinking, I'm gonna make myself the last one out and just do just a quick, like, 2-minute glance around and see if there's any coin, anything of value I could snag.
In the house or outside?
In the house.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Good call.
Fuck.
Maybe.
5.
There's a lot of trash and shit littered about the house. You don't find
Trash?
anything,
Shit.
That makes sense.
anything of much value.
Alright, I'll go catch up with
Okay.
Let's hope it.
alright.
Alright,
So, my question, it was 9 a.m. when we got there, what time is it now?
So I would say this probably took a good hour and a
I
half.
would say too.
So 10,
do all
10:30?
this. You were gonna say, okay, well, you want to do this?
I was just agreeing with what you said.
You said you right in the middle of what I was saying. You couldn't have agreed with something I hadn't said yet. I'm being serious. If you want to do this, man, I've got characters.
So 10:30.
So it's about 10:30, yes.
And now we're going to the next farm to the east.
Okay.
And we're walking.
So just quick question. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Is anybody going to, how close are you going to go by the barn?
Oh.
We didn't look at the
We
barn,
didn't
did
look
we?
at the barn. So as we start walking, oh shit, the barn.
Oh shit, the barn.
We should,
So,
we should maybe look at
yeah, maybe let's look at the barn. We love you,
So
dear.
we're gonna change that and go take a look at the barn.
We literally said, oh shit, the barn, and then go in there.
Oh, wait a minute, you guys are gonna go to the barn? Okay.
I wrote it down too, dang it.
Well, you were puking. You forgot.
Yeah, I forgot.
I have it written down also.
Right, me too.
Alright, let's go to the barn, guys.
So we go
Small barn.
into the small barn.
Okay, the door is closed.
Is it locked?
Is it a big, like, regular barn door at least? Two big,
It's a small, yeah, it's
Small
a
barn, but
small
it's got-
barn, but it's got a similar setup.
two doors that open
Yeah.
out?
So you guys open the door up, and everybody, you start hearing, it sounds like a woman just sobbing uncontrollably.
Shit.
Is it light enough in the barn to see?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes. Especially with the doors open now, you're letting the sunlight in.
Yeah, can I see if I can find that sobbing woman? Can I follow that sound?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
I have a 9.
She's not hard to find.
Okay.
She's tucked back into like a stall, she's trying to dig her way into the straw, right, at the bottom of the stall. And this looks like again, it looks like nobody's been taking care of this. All the straw is dirty, there's no animals in here.
Okay, I'm gonna hold my hand out for you guys like a stop motion, and I'm gonna just sort of quietly go to her, kind of my hand on my dagger, but just quietly. Hi.
I'm gonna stand by the
are
door.
you
And the closer
I'm
she gets,
just
she just
gonna-
starts,
I'm
she
gonna
just starts sinking further and
put my
further
hand on my
back into
throwing
the,
knife.
trying
I'm
to,
pretending
like she's trying
I'm
to meld into the wood.
Hi. Don't worry. We're here to help.
Make a
What
persuasion
happened?
check.
Okay. With advantage, because I'm awesome. And I always have advantage on persuasion.
I can take that away anytime I want.
So that's 18.
18. So it takes a good 10, 15 minutes to get her to calm down enough, and then, yeah, she just, yeah, it takes her a while to calm down, but eventually she does. What do you want to do here?
I'd like to ask her what happened here.
She's gonna, I am not good at role-playing crying women, so I'm not going to do that.
Let's think about the
What's her name? What happened here?
Her name is Jeren, Jeren, and she's going to tell you a couple weeks ago, her son, and they had one female farmhand, were abducted. And just about a week after that, so about a week ago, her husband just seemingly went off the deep end. And, you know, she heard all kinds of weird noises one night. She went down to the cellar and found him down there just slaughtering these animals. He came after her.
Sorry, but you said that was also a week past? Or
So 2 weeks ago,
2 weeks ago.
there was the abductions, and then a week ago, her husband, as far as, he's never done anything like this before that she knows of. He just kind of went off the deep end, and split. She found him down there, you know, he came after her, she got away, and then he just took off. She doesn't know where the hell he went or what he's doing.
What's her? Can we ask what her husband's name is?
Her husband's name is Turen. It's Thuren.
As well as the children, or the farmhand and their son.
And their son, their 14-year-old son.
Does he have a name?
Philin, Fillon, not Philly-N.
Oh, I was gonna say Nathan, but.
Yeah.
No,
You said F-I what?
L-L-O-N.
And then what was the husband's name again?
Turin.
I just watched that episode last night again.
It's the husband.
What was the girl, the farmhand?
The farmhand is,
How old is
Caron, is C-A-R-O-N. She's in her early 40s.
Carolyn or Karen?
Karen, C-A-R-O-N.
I'd like to speak to the manager, please. 40s, okay. So,
So I'm gonna ask her, do you know anything about that altar down in the cellar?
She didn't even know that room was there. She has no idea.
She didn't
But
find
she
it
went in
until
and
she
saw
found
this
her
was
Until
husband.
she
ago?
found it, yeah, she had no idea what the hell was going on down there.
Crazy and killed all the
Okay.
animals. 2 weeks ago, they were affected.
All she knows is that, yeah, he freaked the fuck out. And ever since, she's barely been surviving. Like, she recognizes that the level of fear she's feeling is irrational, but she can't stop being
Yeah.
so scared.
Can I
Yeah.
maybe, oh, go ahead.
I mean, and she's obviously hasn't not eaten in a while.
Right.
Right.
So I'm gonna kneel down with one of my rations and some water and just set that in front of her. Let her do that with what she will.
And she just starts scarfing.
And then I'm gonna ask if she could describe the people that abducted her son and the farmhand.
Same story you got before.
Okay, so
She
the
didn't
same.
see anything.
She didn't see him.
She didn't see anything. It's just they woke up one morning and her son and this broad were gone.
I'm gonna ask her if she has anywhere to go.
I got something to do.
So as soon as you say that, she starts freaking out again. The idea of leaving the farm just fills her with terror.
Alright, well, I was gonna offer her food too, but he did that. Would I be able to maybe lay on hands with this character to calm her down and maybe help her out? Is that a doable thing? I don't know.
It's not a bad.
You can. I'm gonna say you can try, and make a religion check while you do so. So how much hit points do you want to use, or how many hit points do you want to use? Say.
2.
2? Okay. So you use one lay on hand. You use 2 hit points from your pool,
Okay.
and then make a religion check.
Can we show her the symbol we found and see if she knows anything about it?
Yeah. Once he's done, because he's the one holding it.
Okay.
Freak out.
Okay, so I confirm now I have 8.
Okay. And you have 4 uses now, right? Because you should have 5 total.
One action uses 10 long rest. I just subtracted 2, so.
Well, and then you click one of the boxes under lay on hands to note that you used it.
It's not on here. Oh, wait. Right here.
No, that's for your divine sense, which you should click that because you use one divine sense.
Yes.
Okay, no, that's fine. Interesting. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. So make a religion check.
Next year there's
That spell sucks.
-1.
Oh, I thought you rolled a negative.
No. 7.
7? Okay. As you use your lay on hands, it looks like maybe she's it helps her a little bit. She calms down a little bit, but that's it. It doesn't seem to have any real effect. She's scarfing this food down right now.
Okay.
So now.
So, yeah, can we show her the symbol now?
You can try. Who wants to try?
What
Well,
would
you
be
have
the
it.
what
It would be a
would-
persuasion to get her to even pay attention.
Yeah, can I
I
do
have
it then?
+4 persuasion.
So I was right there, so I
She
see
has
that.
+4
So-
persuasion. She can
So
So
do I,
both
but
of
I have
you,
advantage.
both of you can do it, or you can take triple advantage, or double advantage. So you would roll 3 times and take the
We
higher.
can both do
Or
it.
you can both do it.
Yeah, we both do it. So I grab the thing, I see you leaning over helping her, and oh, leather. So
Double
now-
advantage, by the way, is not an actual thing. But fucking Chris Perkins used it, so I'm using it.
So that's.
So I got the 19.
And I
Oh,
got,
nice.
yeah, so that's the highest, 19, I got a 15 is my highest.
Look at this lady.
So because you guys are working together, that'd be a 16.
Look at this shit!
Oh wait, that's
average.
intimidate.
Right. So yeah, it takes a second to get her to pay attention, but you show it to her. She has no idea what it is.
Okay.
She never even looked at the altar. She saw what
Yeah.
he was doing and freaked the fuck out.
So
And
she
then
doesn't
he
react
attacks her.
anyway? She's just like,
She has
oh,
no
okay,
idea what
cool.
you're showing her. Yeah.
Good try. Good thought.
So
She's gonna tell you she can. The next farm over is the Dern farm.
Dern?
Derne. She's friends with the owner of the farm, Astrid.
Astrid.
Astrid. I'm assuming you guys know how to spell that.
Yeah.
But again, the idea of leaving the farm almost sends her back into hysterics.
Can I persuade her, what if we take you to the Dern farm? We will walk with you to the Dern farm so that we can take
Give you
to
somewhere.
Astrid.
Give
You could
somewhere to
try,
stay.
but in this situation, you would have disadvantage on
Okay.
your. She's
So would
not.
that,
She's
would
not
that
having this.
How about I?
cancel out my advantage then?
You would have disadvantage.
Well, no.
I know,
That's
but-
how. That's what I'm saying. You would have disadvantage.
Yeah,
So
so
then, okay,
disadvantage
so-
and advantage cancels out, so I just get one.
So
more.
And then you have disadvantage on top of that.
So it's double disadvantage.
She's,
Having,
as soon as you mention this, she starts freaking out.
Okay.
She's not having this.
having just fed her, I will aid and maybe cancel it, make it a
So
straight
then it would
roll.
just be a straight roll. You can do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. Okay. You get her to calm down enough to listen to the idea. She's willing to. Yeah. She's willing to give it a shot.
Okay.
Now this has taken you guys about another hour, by the way.
Yeah, so now it's 11:30.
And you said Dern Farm, that was like her friends?
Yeah, she knows them.
Yeah.
They've known each other for years.
Yeah.
So she's willing to come with us. I think are we ready to go then? We'll go to the next farm to the east, take her there.
I think so.
And
I
last-
have a couple other things, but I'll wait till we're alone to talk about them.
Okay.
Excuse me.
And if she starts wigging out, I'll just knock her in the head and throw over my shoulder.
Lightning breath.
Yeah, I
Alright,
can't
kid-
remember the line, but I want, when
kid-
she was like
Kid,
picking up another stray, it's like,
I'm
what
thinking
was it,
maybe-
Obi-Wan's like, another stray?
I'm
Yeah,
thinking
something-
maybe kid
something
stays in the
like that.
back.
Yeah.
Just like normal.
Yeah. So I'll sort of huddle with her and walk with her toward the front
Okay.
and have her lead us to the Dern farm.
So you guys are going to be moving about half speed
Okay.
With her, yeah.
because she's weak.
Yeah.
You know, she has not slept well in a week,
Right.
right? She's
Can I just
still
throw over my shoulder like a sack of taters?
make a strength check.
She's.
You
I'm
scare the
gonna
piss
take
out of
her. No, like she's.
She's slowing us down. We can get her there, she'll fight, she'll have health.
The Dern farm is not that far, right? It's just to the east.
It's about an hour, but with her
Be 2
at her
hours.
pace, it's going to be about 2 hours. to
We're
get
losing
there.
daylight here.
And you said it was an hour, like our interactions with her altogether?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's
that's like an
11:30. We'd get there at 1:30.
If she walks, yes. And she's probably not going to be able to walk continuously for 2 hours. Keep that in mind.
So we're gonna have to carry her anyways.
So I'm
weak-
gonna
she's in a
ask
weakened
her
state.
if she's all right with us carrying her, and we'll take care of her and get her to the Dern farm.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's fine with that.
She's fine with that?
She'll
Okay.
be okay.
Here you go, kid.
Make a strength check.
11.
That's good enough. You're fine.
Okay.
So
So
you're
is
not
that,
going to be slowed down.
is that 1 hour then?
Yeah, it's an hour.
Okay, so now it's,
Please tell me you were carrying her with your tail.
Well, your tail's not fully grown in yet.
Oh,
right?
No, it's,
Yeah.
it's there, but it's not
Yeah, you're-
quite that developed yet.
You're still stubby.
stubby.
The wings of the
Well,
stubs.
keep that in mind
This is
for,
a-
you know, for future reference.
So she's like over the shoulder.
Alright.
Well, and it's not a monkey tail either. It's like a dragon tail.
Yeah,
A
not
dragon tail
prehensile.
isn't prehensile. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That'd be
So
awesome.
then,
That would be
if
pretty
he's,
sick.
are you staying in the back, throwing over your shoulder?
Yep.
I'm gonna stay by him and her then, just in case she
Oh.
freaks out.
I'll helm the march to the next
Okay.
farm. Maybe with.
So make a survival check. And so once you get going, once you get her over and you get going, she passes out. She's
So-
done.
I'm gonna walk with him too, we'll be up front.
Okay. So you can both do survival, or you can do advantage, however you guys want to do that.
You just rolled, so I'll give him advantage now.
Okay.
The first one was better, it's 12.
Okay. No problem. So you guys head towards. If it's okay, I'd like to take a quick smoke break. If everybody's okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm down for a break.
Where are we at?
Have we
How
you
far
got-
apart are we? So where are you?
So you guys are, if you guys are walking in a line,
Oh, yeah,
you're
marching
literally
order, we don't really
square,
draw
square,
out
square,
marching
square,
order.
square.
I like it.
Yeah.
Because everybody
We're buddies
takes
right now.
everybody takes up one square, so you would just be a line of X's.
Gotcha. We are on the move, heading towards Durham Farm.
Yes.
He's got the
12:30.
lady over his shoulder, but she's out.
Okay.
And it's 12:30 when we get there
Okay.
to Dern Farm.
Did we get there?
Are we, yeah.
Yeah, you guys
there
are
yet?
fine. You already did your survival check.
Somebody better take this care, because I'm not exactly good at dropping people.
Right, we also have a dragonborn carrying a sleeping or
Who's
unconscious
bad at
woman,
dropping
so-
people?
Okay, I drop people really well, but not
With that being said, as we approach the farm, I'm gonna get a few paces ahead to try to hail somebody down and explain why this very large person is walking with unconscious Jaren over his shoulder.
Okay.
So I don't know. First person I see, if I can find the proprietor, the Dern person, I'd like to hail them and let them know.
All right.
what's
So
going on.
as you're approaching, this is obviously a much better. This is a much smaller farm.
Mhm.
It looks more like just a personal farm, as opposed
Gotcha.
to doing any sort of actual trade.
Okay.
And you see a man out in the field, tall, lanky,
Mhm.
dark brown hair, short. Yeah, he's just kind of picking weeds or something in a field.
Okay. I'm gonna wave him down and say hello there. Shit, we didn't get the name of the other farm, did we?
Well, there
Jared
wasn't
Farm.
name, right?
We're traveling from the the nearby farm here to the west. We came across. We have Jaren with us. She's been hurt. The farm was overtaken, and we brought her here for safety.
Okay. So he's gonna look over and see your party approaching, and he's gonna kind of wave you on
Okay.
up towards the house, which is a much smaller house.
Okay.
There is no barn; it's just the house.
Just the house.
This is a much smaller farm. And he's gonna kind of wave you up to the house. I'd say about 15 feet from the front door. He's gonna, and he goes inside.
Can I help Kitril put her down and can I like wake her up and
Yeah.
stand her up?
You can.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say that just succeeds.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know with my dex. I got -2.
But I assume between the
I
two
got
of
good
you,
decks,
you
yeah,
can.
I help you
Yeah.
and, yeah. Did she wake up and can I sort of walk with her?
I'll jostle her pretty hard on the way.
Okay.
Wake up.
You woke her up.
She's kind of groggy, but she's awake.
Yeah, so I'm like walking
And
with
as soon as she kind of looks around and realizes she's not on that farm, she starts freaking out again.
her. Okay, can I
I'll
try to
throw
talk
in
to
this
her?
Persuasion
Jaren,
check.
Jaren, you're
Okay.
okay.
You guys want to do persuasion?
Yeah, I was gonna persuade her to
Okay, so
calm
you can
down.
both roll.
Okay.
Hell, I'm gonna do intimidation. Persuasion doesn't work.
Okay, there you go.
Well, I got a 23.
You got a nat 20?
No, I got a
Oh, total,
19. And a 19 again. So
Okay.
yeah, 23.
That works.
I
Yeah,
will
she starts
intimidate
calming down. I'm not sure how well intimidation works.
I was gonna say.
But you never know. You never
I got
know.
a kick-ass intimidation.
And so
+6.
even as she's getting down, I'm gonna kind of tell you guys to keep her back while we wait for whoever comes out of the house.
So it takes a couple of minutes, and then so this is a stereotypical Viking woman. Like, she's
The,
large. No, the
Astrid.
woman that comes
Woman
out.
Okay.
You know, she's a large woman.
I'm assuming that is Astrid.
She could be anywhere from 40 to 60. Just looking at her, you know, she's very weather beaten. Looks like she's worked hard most of her life. And she comes out and what's going on? And then she sees
Are you-
Jared and she's like, what the fuck is going on?
are you
So I-
are you Astrid? I'm in the. Are you Astrid?
Yes, I am. What's going on?
We came across. We're working with the Council of Fairguard. we came across the farm to the west of here and we found Jaren. She told us that her son and a farmhand were abducted about 2 weeks ago. We found her in a state, and she said she knew you, and we brought her here for safety.
And I sort of walk up with her next to Silver with Jaren.
Okay. So yeah, she immediately rushes to Jared and she's like, what happened? I mean, and Jared just breaks into tears.
Hot.
Just like,
Oh, I thought you meant the woman breaking into tears. What the fuck?
you just look at him like that.
He's got that kind of thing going.
Oh my god.
Kramer's got some kink.
Ew.
Why does Ciara keep seeing you?
Oh gosh.
She's into that shit.
Apparently.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Alright, so what are we doing? So she rushes to Jared.
As
Yeah.
Jaren is, I imagine, inconsolable. I'm going to explain to Astrid everything that she told us. That, shit, I already forgot his name. Her son and the farmhand were abducted, what we found in the house. Just relay all of this information to Astrid.
Are we telling Astrid about Turin? Or are we
Yes,
gonna keep that?
I'm relaying
okay, you're
all of that
telling about
information to Turin.
he
Or
attacked
to
her and
Astrid.
the animals and stuff. Okay.
And I'd like to.
Did
Okay,
he attack
make
her? I thought she just
Yeah,
found
no,
him
he-
slaughtering the animals.
And he came after
Yeah.
her,
I missed that.
and then he ran away.
Yeah, he attacked her and
I
then she
missed
freaked
that.
out.
She ran away and then he disappeared.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They're pretty tasty animals.
But yeah, I relayed all that information to
So
Astrid.
make a persuasion check at disadvantage because of Kittrell's comment.
Okay.
She's looking at Kit like, what? What?
Already disadvantaged, so that's fun. 7.
7?
Can I cut in?
Yes.
Okay, I'm seeing this going badly, and I'm still like rubbing Jaren's shoulders, and I just come in and say, Astrid, this is what we saw, this is what we heard, and we
So
wanted
she's
to get...
immediately shoving you off like, okay, I don't know what's going, this is fucking weird.
Yeah.
Especially after that interaction. Yeah.
Can I try to persuade
You
her?
can, yeah, you can
So-
persuade her.
Alright, Astrid, we're just trying to take care of Jaren and find out what's going on so we can help. And that sucks, but luckily I have advantage or
Yeah, you saw the
Okay.
advantage.
Okay,
You are
so
very
that's
charismatic.
22.
Okay, so yeah, okay, so you get a
That's
chance
good,
to
alright.
explain to her what's going on. She's obviously, I mean, very obviously befuddled. She doesn't know what to do with this, but she will take Jaren in. Obviously, they're old friends.
Thank you so much. Have you, can I ask her, Astrid, if her farm was one of the ones that was hit by the bandits?
They have not. They've heard about the troubles, but they haven't been touched. She assumes because they don't have anything.
Yeah, what have you heard?
Just that people have been attacked and people have been abducted. It's been going on for quite a while.
Alright. Well, I'm.
And they don't get like together every week.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
news travels very slowly
Yeah.
in this area.
We're outside talking to this woman?
Mhm.
Okay, so I want to step up and I want to show her the rubbing and ask her if she knows what this symbol is.
She has
or-
no idea. She has no idea what that is.
Okay.
You can assume that whatever enraged or took over her husband, he drew this. So I'm imagining whatever illusory magic was involved is the source of that and the source of his madness.
Are there any old stories that people tell? Any like ghost stories, folklore that we have in this area?
Oh, there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot. This is an old area.
Does what we've told you remind you of any of these stories?
Well, there's plenty of stories of people going mad.
Yeah.
And you know, it's one of the reasons we stay out of the forest is, you know, you have stories of witches and warlocks and demons and, you know, there's and you would know a lot of
Yeah.
these stories. But as far as she's concerned, they're just stories,
Yeah.
right? They're stories. They're things you tell your kids at night, you know. Well, I've never actually seen something like this happen.
Mhm.
So, yeah, they're just old stories.
Have you heard of anything nearby, any of the other farms near here?
near here? No, this is the closest this trouble has come to her farm.
Okay.
So no run-ins with
She hasn't had any runs in.
harpies, dire wolves.
No,
anything you've
absolutely
noticed.
not. Not here.
The council is also placing bounties on these animals, so I imagine there's been an influx if you've noticed any.
She has not.
Well, would it be okay if we left Jaren here with you?
Yeah.
and
Absolutely.
move out?
Yeah, she's perfectly okay with that.
Thank you so much.
Also, we're going to be traveling around this area quite a bit. Like I said, we're working with the council. If we happen to come back here at nightfall or anything, would we possibly be able to shelter here if we're in the area?
You couldn't shelter in the home because it's too small.
Yeah.
Could we set up camp?
But
on the lake?
yeah, she would let you set up camp
Okay.
in the. I mean, you just saved your best friend. You know,
Right, right.
she's pretty okay
Just
with
want to
that.
have somewhere to run
Yeah.
to if need be.
No, that'd be a safe space for you.
Cool.
Safe space.
Well, thank you so much, Astrid. Is there anything else that you've heard that might help us know which direction to go so we can help this?
She doesn't know anything.
Well, thank you.
All right.
We gave Jaren some food. It appears she hasn't eaten in days, maybe a week. So I'm gonna leave more
Okay.
food and water for her. So I should find where I can mark that off. So, what do you guys want to do? Well, actually, I want to pull everybody away. And just before we start moving on, it's about, what time is it? 1:30
So
at this point?
yeah, about another half hour for this
Okay, so
interaction.
it's like one.
Before we continue on, and I'm just putting the timeline together, I want to make sure we're heading in the right direction. Because if this farm was hit 2 weeks ago, and the first farm was hit a week and a half ago, clearly it appears to me that the bandits are moving in the opposite direction than we're heading.
Are we
And they're
sure
also
that these
clearly-
are bandits?
Whatever this
Yeah.
is clearly moving in the opposite direction and striking at night. Both accounts have seen and heard nothing and just woke in the morning to find madness.
So they're
So
going
we
here?
can keep heading this way,
Mm-hmm.
or if we change course and try to catch up with whatever's going on. I just wanted to, this is just me putting the pieces together, so I wanted to check with everybody before we continue on.
Yeah.
Again, it's majority rules if we want to keep heading southeast, but this is how I am interpreting the evidence we have.
So, question for the DM real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Was Simon's farm that we went to first, was that I thought that was the most
Recent.
Most recent.
westerly farm, too. though.
Yes.
That
yes,
was
you
the
are
most
correct. You are
westerly farm,
correct.
so there were no more farms going west.
Right.
So, but you did see a scuff mark going
Saw
to the
tracks heading
northwest.
to the
So the
northwest.
farm, yeah,
He
the
was
farm.
unsure what he saw.
Yeah,
the
it was just-
farm-
I was sure, I rolled high. I was sure there were tracks heading, like pointing northwest.
Real quick, the farms make a semicircle around the southern edge of Fairguard.
Right.
Okay, so there's nothing farther west or north. They stay away from the forest.
Yeah. So we could go back towards Simon's farm since that was the most recently hit, and we could go northwest and maybe go up because we did hear that this part of the forest by Freya's Teats was the least patrolled by the elves.
Why was it
so-
named Vera's Teats?
I
That's
know.
what I
Freya.
wanted
Freya.
to
I
know.
named it Gaia's Tits, but we changed it to fit the world, so it's Freya's Teats.
Freya is a Viking.
Yeah, it's
goddess.
the
She's a
Oh,
Viking goddess.
goddess.
Thor's mom.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But they look like little boobs.
And every,
They
every-
do.
This
They
is
look like
where
a
I'm
bunch
everybody
of-
keeps letting Ariana name shit.
Well, this is where I'm from, and I'm like a Viking dude, and this is where the dwarves live.
We should just name everything after like gods and goddesses'
Yeah.
boobs.
So either way, I was just,
Okay, no. No.
I was presenting
I need that
my interpretation of the evidence.
The
If anybody
corridors?
else
Corners.
Yeah, so
Or
what
anything that
what
they'd
I
like
think
to say.
saying
Probably
is
rapid.
we
Oh, yeah.
can go
Bring it together.
to the northwest, but there are no more farms that direction. So, like, we wouldn't be able to, like, stake out a farm and see if anything happened, but we could potentially go northwest and maybe there's something in that area of the forest.
Here's my 2 cents.
Yeah.
So, you're absolutely right. There's nothing there unless they were heading towards Perkin, which is quite a distance away. We don't know if there's been anything happening in that area, but if we head down to here to check out the slaver area, we would be close to Alfost, which is, I'm not sure, I can't tell the distance, and I know we don't have the standards, but it.
I will put a map together that's correct.
Okay.
By the way, I'm
saying,
looking
so
on
how close is this to Alfost, and like how far away? Is Alfost closer to Fairguard than Perkin?
by far.
Okay.
It's about half the distance.
So there
And-
might be an opportunity to settle this area, and then possibly head over to Alfost and see if anything else is going over that direction, and then going back. It seems like,
And if we
I just don't want to backtrack too much.
If we do go to the slavers camp where I was sold, we may find at least evidence of slavers, which would be enough to get the rest of our 50 gold to show we were investigating. Hopefully there's some evidence there of the slavers. But I'm not sure that what's going on at these farms has to do with the same thing.
I agree.
So we may be investigating something at these farms that isn't what our goal is.
And the reason we decided to come here in the first place was because he said what you just said. At least we can possibly get some evidence of slavery, which
So-
might get us some coin.
Yeah, and we
Not that he cares about coin.
We also, they could be going that direction, they could be going northwest, but we don't know if they would be going up into the forest or heading to Perkin, because there's no more farms over there.
If they are elves, I doubt they'd be going towards the forest, but again, that's why I'm throwing it out there. Majority rule is if we want to keep continuing and get the rest of the 100 golds, we can do that and then go from there.
I want to whisper something to my jewel.
You want to step outside real quick?
Are you talking to a
Yeah.
necklace? I'm just saying, you didn't say you walked away, so I'm seeing you talk to a
You
necklace.
guys
Stepping
don't
away
want
for a
this recorded?
It's up to him. This is his. Do you want them to leave or do you want us to leave? It's up to you.
No, we can leave.
Okay.
We won't smoke. We'll just come right here.
Okay, so I guess we'll have a break then.
We don't drink, don't smoke. What do we usually do?
Okay.
It's another one
Anyway,
Kramer's change.
are you talking to a necklace?
Brassy ass. One of his.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm talking to an necklace.
Okay.
I have to find a way to fit that in somehow.
I think he's talking to a necklace.
Yeah, so he.
What's your
noticed
passive perception?
that. My passive
12.
perception
Roll
is
it.
13.
Roll a deception check, Vadimir. Because obviously you didn't want them to know what you're doing.
It's fine.
Obviously. Oh, blizzard.
You can re-roll that because the board interfered if you want.
It did, yeah. It
Yeah.
bounced off the board, yeah.
Boom!
Shit.
That'd be 19.
You guys have no idea what you don't even notice that he was looking or talking.
Maybe he just coughed into his shirt.
Yeah. Okay, so we're trying to put a boat. I see what you're saying, and I think it would be a good idea to go that way, but it's kind of a big area that could go. But for me personally, I kind of want to make it to the slavers' camp before somebody else does and raids it. I think,
If they haven't already, but yeah.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
for me personally, I know I have a personal investment in this, but I would like to go see that slavers' camp and see
This
what we
is
can
the-
find.
It's
We're
majority
already
rules.
on this path. We're moving in that direction. This is the direction we need to be moving. One, it checks something off your list. If we can find out more information to help you, that's great. We can find more information to get the $50 or 50 gold pieces back, great. And then we can always make our way to Alfost, have a nice stay, possibly find out more about what's going on.
I think
But
that's
I
a good
do
idea.
think that
Find a
something,
flask.
what's going on in these farms doesn't seem to be exactly bandits to me.
That's,
Yeah.
like I said, majority rules. Bob, Kit Row.
Slaver camp,
Let's go.
Bob?
I am so sorry. So where does everybody else want to go?
So we're voting
So
if we're
the
gonna
same
go to
direction
slavers
we've been
camp.
heading.
Okay. Well,
I
yeah.
had just prompt,
It makes sense,
suggested
yeah.
reversing course
Because
and
we
following
think
the
this is
direction of
something
whatever's
else.
been happening.
But we can get money if we go here,
Potentially.
potentially. Yeah, I think we should still go down there.
We're gonna head off.
Okay.
And
I
we
will-
know that we
I
can
will
stay at Prairie
begrudgingly
Farms. Yeah.
lead the way.
Begrudgingly.
So you guys have about 5.5 hours of daylight left.
I'm gonna go to the front with him. So wait,
Let's get
it's
as far
1
as we
now. So
can.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Get
yeah,
as far as we can before we have to make
sunset's
camp.
about 6:30, if I
Okay.
remember correctly. That's what I
Alright.
established.
So then, let's get as far as we can before we have to make camp.
Sounds
Sounds
good.
We're still about, what, 5 days away? 6 days away?
Yeah, 5.5 days,
Alright,
6 days. Yeah.
let's get moving.
Now you can also travel faster and cut the time down, but you'll start taking levels of exhaustion
Maybe we
doing
can,
that.
we can pick up the pace tomorrow when we have a full day.
Yeah. Let's
Let's
just
say
go and
just
find
normal
a game.
pace, get as far as we
Okay.
can by the time we have
So,
to make camp.
just make survival checks real quick.
Everyone?
Just these two because they're leading.
So I got a 15.
Okay.
Natural one.
Ah!
Shit.
So that averages out to 1.
Damn.
So,
I was doing good.
Spells at the ready, folks.
well, you guys are gonna end up you're having trouble. You're tripping
Yeah.
over shit. You have to dig silver out of a ravine
Am I
at
at
one
least
point.
getting us somewhat in that direction?
So you make it
Good job,
about
Ranger.
half the distance you should have.
Hey, I was outvoted. I'm a little,
So
little
in
tiffed.
in 5.5 hours, you should have been able to make it roughly 22 miles. You guys make about 11 miles.
So are we like here then? 'Cause we're like
We're still at probably 4.5.
Yeah, that's
days
gonna
out.
4.5
That's
days
gonna put you.
away.
You're at 5 days now, but you guys didn't make it that far.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Brown Ranger needs food.
Yeah.
Are we this one or
Yeah,
this
this
one?
this one is from before
Okay,
when we
okay.
were going there. So we're like there now.
Okay, that's good.
5 days away.
Yeah.
good.
You see,
Okay.
you have 5 days.
So since he's doing so shitty, can I find the camp?
You can. Yeah.
Is that survival
We're
again?
good
Yeah,
on
survival.
food.
Yeah, because he can
Oh,
always
yeah, he
find
can
food.
scrounge up food, no problem.
Once we get to camp, I'll scrounge up food.
Oh my
Oh,
tits!
you're doing so much better than me.
God damn! So I got a nat 1 on finding the
So
camp.
so you waste
Jesus
2 hours trying to find a suitable camp, and you just say fuck it, and you just plop down in the middle of a field,
Okay.
wide open.
Perfect.
Wide open.
While they're
Wide
doing all
open.
their shit, I'm looking for the old man's friends.
Wide open's good.
Oh,
Old
okay.
man's friend.
Make a survival check
For what?
or
Oh.
nature, whichever's higher.
Old
Okay.
man's friend.
That is.
Someone's clamp.
Oh, got it.
And it did bounce off
Make
your
a
beer,
spell,
so you
or maybe
can
not.
re-roll that if you
Potion.
want.
Fine, I'll take 14.
14?
For Wolfsbane.
Okay.
So- So are we just gonna set?
So I'm gonna say you find
Should we camp
enough
right now?
for
Yeah.
two
Okay.
potions.
So,
And what time is it right now, do you think?
can I do 2 at once or
If
just
we
one at
wasted
either
a couple
time?
hours.
You can do
finding
2 at
camp,
once.
it's probably
It's easy enough to do.
8 p.m.
What I am gonna say though, this is gonna be the last time you can make any because you don't have.
Because he
You're gonna
said
run out of
sundown.
vials.
Sundown
Put
was
it
about
in.
6:30. We wasted a couple
Right.
hours trying to find
So you have to
camp,
pick up
so
some
it's probably
vials at
about
some
8
point, but you
o'clock.
can make
Let's
2
just
right
call
now.
it 8.
So, DM, that's what we were asking, since we wasted a couple hours trying to find camp, is
And
it
I'm gonna
around
have.
8?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have you make an intelligence check to succeed on that.
Is it around 8 p.m. now? Because we wasted a couple hours finding camp. Okay,
So
it's 8
it's
p.m.
after dark. That's why you just finally did this. Fuck it. The sun's
Yeah.
down. It's dark.
It's 8.
Can I try
Yeah.
and find food?
Well, he automatically.
Well,
You
he
can
Yeah.
automatically.
Well,
start
he
to
automatically
find
finds food, but it might not be your preference.
You can try to find
So
something
can I
that you
go with
like.
you to find something alive?
Of course,
that I
I'm not
can
gonna
eat?
make it.
I don't
Okay.
need to do anything.
Okay, no
I
problem.
just get food for anybody.
You just
Right.
do it?
So, question, because
Like,
I
is
couldn't
that-
find
There's my background
clarification
check.
on ranger
Watch.
spells.
Do what?
I couldn't find clarification on ranger spells because, like, I don't have like a prepared spells section like a wizard or something.
You
so,
know a certain number of spells.
So I know all of the
Isn't it
first level
maybe?
spells. I just
Oh.
have to prepare two
You can
of them.
prepare whichever ones you want.
Okay.
Every rest. Every
rest,
long
okay.
rest.
So then I'm just, since you had mentioned it last time, I'm
You
going
can
to
find
say
food in
now
order for yourself and to
that
find other people.
prior to this long rest, I'm going to prepare. Well, I still don't have the components for that, so I'm going to prepare Cure Wounds
Okay.
and Hail of Thorns.
Okay, so remove.
So I'm
there
going
you
to
go.
remove Detect Magic and prepare Hail of Thorns.
There you go. That'll work.
Since we just plopped down, cast Unseen Servant to start the fire and then give me a back rub?
Yeah.
Wait, you're casting someone to give you a background?
Hell yeah, that's what I would do. If I had an Unseen Servant, fuck yeah, I'd give me a back rub.
Okay, so
The fuck is an unseen servant?
It's my new spell.
Is it good or bad though?
It's whatever I tell it
What
to.
realm does it come from?
It's conjuration magic.
Yeah, it's
Good.
a conjuration.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm doing the direwolf thing again.
we can have a lot of fun with
No,
that.
unseen servant is conjuration magic. It's literally whatever the fuck
It
you want
creates
it to
a
be.
mindless, shapeless, invisible force that performs simple tasks at my command for an hour.
But now that he asks questions, I'm gonna find answers.
Oh damn.
What's
You're
that
proud of
movie?
me over me? Yeah.
What's that movie? God dang, it's from the like early 80s.
I don't know. Is it Wolverine?
Okay.
Bam!
Well played, sir.
So I have a servant who
Okay.
does it light the fire, which is supposed to be able to do that automatically.
Based on your crappy camp, you can't find anything to actually have a fire with, so you don't
Okay.
get a fire.
Okay, but so I just sit down and it's rubbing my back.
Fine with me.
And it
So I
stays
can't-
for an
I
hour.
can't-
Can I do first watch,
Can I
guys?
assist in finding the firewood, or does
No, it's
that one?
the survival check it failed.
Cool.
So you just found a crappy site.
Field.
Did you find your food yet?
Make a
Did I-
survival check if you want to look for something. What are you looking for? Would be the question.
No, I'm looking for food, but I like mine still moving. So
Okay.
I'm gonna, you know. Oh,
A billion.
three.
Nothing. So she's gone he's gone for about an hour and a half, and you come back dejected. Nothing.
But here, have some rations.
I guess.
I will.
Keep you.
Sir, did you find those
I
rations?
said I
or
was
you
going to take first
found
watch because my unseen servant is here for
I
an hour.
went out and looked, and
So-
so everybody can have free rations
Okay.
tonight.
Cool.
Yeah, it's basically just small game.
Yeah.
You know, rabbits, snakes, whatever.
Yeah,
Well, it's water.
it's nothing particular. It's enough to feed us for
Right,
the day.
whatever happens to be in the area.
Yeah.
So
Keep you alive.
So am I still
we eat.
out? What time is it right now?
So
am I still
you guys
out?
made camp at 8. You spend an hour and a half out searching. You only spend about 15 minutes because of your
Oh.
background.
It can be small games. There could be.
So when do we start watch then? Because I'm assuming we're chilling.
You would start watch whenever you decide to start watch.
So let's start watch when Bob gets back, when we're all
Okay, so 9:30.
So 9:30.
Is when Bob gets
And
back.
I'll do first. Oh wait,
I can do.
Well, we have 5 of us and only what 4 watches? 3 watches?
4 watches
4 watches. So
is standard. Now somebody can take extra, but then you start risking exhaustion levels.
right.
I'll take last watch.
Okay.
I'll take somewhere in the middle, second, third. I don't
so
care.
I'll take first.
Okay.
I'll take second. Or who's
I'll-
first?
I'll
So-
take. She's first. I'll take.
So am I just sleeping?
It's up to you.
I mean, if you
Well, I'm
want,
gonna
if you want
watch.
to
I don't
pull
want
your
to be
weight.
a dick.
Okay.
How about I sleep? Because I sleep.
Okay,
Okay,
I'll
well,
take
let's-
it. Your
Let's
watch.
let Vladimir
Okay.
sleep.
So first, second, third, last.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm okay with that.
What, letting me sleep the whole time?
No, letting her do
Oh,
watch.
so
or him
he's
do
gonna
watch.
make me watch
Oh,
with
yeah.
him.
That's up to you guys how you want to do that.
Fine.
'Cause that is a
I'll
thing.
take watch with Bob. We'll both be on watch at the same time.
Okay.
That's
All right,
fine.
I'll take that.
Okay. So
First
first,
watch.
second,
We don't
third,
trust
last.
you yet.
I don't.
Not like racist over here doesn't.
Perception.
Perception.
Or survival if it's higher, whichever is higher. Because that does make sense.
9.
9.
With
Okay.
my unseen servant bud.
9?
Where's it go?
9 times.
Your servant would only last. Well, no, your servant is gone by
Yeah.
the time you start a watch.
Okay.
Absolutely. Okay. Second, you guys, so you can both do perception or survival, whichever's higher.
18.
Oh, you're fine. Depending on what Vladimir rolls, that could
1.
screw it up.
Don't call it. Woo!
13.
Okay, you guys are fine.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Third,
Boom.
silver.
Hey, I had a successful watch, guys.
Yeah.
13.
And perception or survival?
Whichever's higher.
I wish we could be doing that one before.
Yeah, I should have been doing that.
Nat 20.
Woo!
Yes!
We realistically should have been doing that the whole time, because it makes sense.
Now, the more
Why
you
weren't you
know.
at first watch? We could have been good the whole fucking
Should have
night.
been doing what?
Survival or perception.
They're the
Okay.
same for me, so.
I got
Um,
+2 on one of them, not the other.
Well, I'm better on.
So as you're on watch, Kittrell, you're getting into the you know the early hours of the morning, right? You're coming in at like 2 a.m.-ish, 3 a.m.-ish. Out in the distance, you can't tell where it's coming from or how far away it is because sound travels out in the open like this. But you start hearing this. It almost sounds like half a dozen kids
Kids?
just
Children?
giggling.
Oh, that's creepy as fuck.
You just
And
kinda-
this is when?
This
At
is
nighttime
this
stuff?
is you guys are all asleep. This is
Yeah.
his watch,
This is the witching hour.
and you just hear this like just giggling. You can't
What direction?
tell. It seems to be coming from all around you. It sounds like there's maybe 6 or 7 individual sources, but it seems to be coming from everywhere.
How far away-ish?
You can't tell.
So, sorry, just doing the math. So he started his watch at 3:30.
Well, so 9:30,
Yeah. 11.
4 hours would be 1:30. Actually, you guys are taking 2-hour watches in
Yeah.
because of how you split it up. So that would be 11:30, 1:30, 3:30. See, this is about 3:30, 4 a.m. Yeah. You still got a couple hours before dawn. No, well, 4. You have an hour and a half till dawn.
6 o'clock.
So
Who was on first watch? Nah, good. I'll nudge you. Get you up. Say,
as you wake her up, the giggling gets louder.
you hearing this?
So.
You would be hearing. He's pointing it out. You would be hearing it.
Yeah, and I'm waking from one of my dreams too. So I'm
Make a,
waking.
I'm glad you reminded me. Wisdom saving throw. I did forget.
14.
14?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, so I wake up, I hear this fucking giggling, and I go, "What the fuck is that?"
And as
Yeah,
you
my
say
dad
that, it stops. And then you hear just one. It seems to be coming from the southwest-ish, but you can't tell how far.
That's creepy.
You hear just one just pick up louder and more intense.
Can I go kick all of them?
Hmm?
Okay.
You can wake them
kicking
up.
all of you.
Everybody make a perception real quick. Yeah.
19.
Okay.
6.
Good.
16.
Make a persuasion.
No, 15.
15? Yeah, you guys are fine.
What?
19.
You get her up. You get everybody up.
I get advantage on all persuasion.
I know.
It wasn't a nat 1.
You
We're
woke
good.
me up and I said, "What?"
Okay, so I hear this weird.
No, you don't hear it.
No, I hear
When
it.
you
You don't
wake
hear
them
that?
up, it stops.
Okay.
Okay.
So why'd you wake us up? What's going
There's
on?
this creepy fucking giggling going on. Hit roll. What did
And then
you
it's
hear
like
anything else?
crickets. You hear it pick up all around you again.
Oh, the giggling?
Yeah.
So it's
So
happening.
apparently
right
the
now.
animals quieted down, and then all I could hear was these crickets, or these kids.
Yeah, it's, you know how when you hear crickets off in the distance, it's kind of like that.
You guys hearing this?
And now you're up. It's gone.
I'm not-
Well, it
I'm
started
It started
again.
back up.
not hearing
The
anything.
kids or the crickets?
The
The giggling
giggling.
started again.
So the
Oh,
giggling,
sorry.
you know how when you hear crickets out in the middle of the
I
night?
thought you said it was like
No.
the kids stopped and like giggling and the crickets.
Well, that's how it's coming. Like when you hear all these crickets, you don't know where they are, how far they are, because
Yeah.
the sound carries across distances.
Now is it more than one or
Now it's all of them again.
Sorry,
Yeah.
quickly, at this point of
No,
waking
hold on,
up-
hold on.
Sorry.
That-
Full rest?
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, you guys got long rest.
Okay, dope.
That was
Everybody
my
got your long
question.
rest.
That was the same thing.
That was
Okay,
the-
I want to make sure everybody's
Take
spell
a long
slots
rest.
back.
Okay, so
Um,
can I do something?
Yeah.
So I grab my sword, get myself up,
I draw weapons too. Yeah.
and I can hear this, right?
Yeah.
The fuck?
I got my daggers.
It just sounds like creepy ass kids giggling all around
Do
you.
we have a direction
It's all around you.
all around us?
I
Do
would
we
like
want
the
to huddle?
divine sense.
Okay. You get nothing.
I get nothing. off
Nothing
this.
from divine sense.
That's fun.
Hey guys, since we're rested up, do we want to huddle up here and wait for whatever this creepy thing is to kill us? Or
Like
do we
back
want to
to
just
back?
start
I'm-
walking? Should we just go? What do you guys want
This
to
is
do?
weird. I mean, they're in all directions.
I say we start moving and just be at the ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because either they all come at us, or we kind of like.
And if I'm
Go.
gonna make a suggestion, you have range, I have range. We'll just do the standard. You take the back, keep an eye behind us. I'll take the front and have my bow out.
Just an outside question.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna ask the group if they know what the hell this might be, but
No fucking.
would any of us, or myself
Yeah.
in particular,
Do I know
possibly
stories?
know what
This is-
what this could be, or
this
have
is-
an idea, like from history, or
Yeah. I don't know any folklore like this?
No.
Okay.
okay. So I'm gonna just ask the group: have you guys ever heard anything like this? What is it?
Fucking
Really? What-
creepy.
have you ever heard anything like this?
And they go silent.
Oh, it stops?
They just go silent.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I
Fucking
agree.
nightmare fuel. Let's go.
Let's go.
All
Okay,
right.
Kit roll in the back, you're in the
I'm
front.
gonna take front. You guys just be ready in the middle.
Everybody roll
Are
a
you good in the
d20.
back?
Yep.
Everybody just roll a d20.
So
19.
7,
11.
7.
18,
10.
10.
What's on it?
You had 19?
Nice.
I had 10.
So as you guys are moving, you guys are all prepared.
Yeah.
You hear this whisper, like right behind your left ear.
Okay.
It's just a whisper. You can barely pick up what it says.
And I go like this.
But just, no, only
No,
only
Oh,
only
only-
Silver hears
okay.
this.
19.
That kind of hurt my neck.
It literally just comes, and you just hear. You hear just this creepy little voice. Just keep moving, little girls. See what the night unfurls.
The fuck?
And then you hear this mass
Anybody else
giggle,
hear that?
and it goes dead. So you guys didn't hear that, but you hear this mass giggle, like, yeah, it just goes dead.
The fuck?
shit's going
Anybody
down.
else hear that?
What? The
You're
giggle?
what?
No, before the giggles.
No.
Somebody was talking.
What'd they say?
Something about moving forward. Little girls.
Little girls? What are you talking about? I'm not a girl, I'm a man.
Not a girl,
All right.
boy. There it is.
Oh, I missed that.
Sorry, yes, Game of Thrones.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
you get disadvantage on everything you do for
So-
bringing that shit up.
As I heard that, I don't know who was right behind me, but I, for a moment, had an arrow drawn in their face.
Yeah, you whip around, there's nothing there.
Let's keep. I want to pick up the pace. Let's keep moving.
Let's go.
What time is it?
It's not even
Uh,
daybreak.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like 4:30 a.m. at this point.
Yeah.
Said that in character. What time is it?
I'll do an Arcana check.
Okay,
See if
okay,
there's something I can tell what's going on.
It's a good call.
okay, yeah. Okay, never mind. It was worth a
Can I
shot.
Hey,
assist?
I'm gonna grab all my gear,
Mhm.
even though I'm kind of freaked out. I'm grabbing my stuff.
Yeah, so
Well, yeah, we were already starting
I'm
to
going to assume when you guys sit down, you take care of your equipment and shit. When you get up, you grab your shit.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
you know, this is kind of a weird situation. I wanted to make sure of that.
No, so yeah, I'm just like I'm gonna make the unless I specify otherwise, I'm gonna make the assumption that that's what
I'm
happens.
just saying. I mean, if this is real life, I'd be like, fuck, I left my phone at the bar.
I don't want to get that detailed.
Oh,
The
Whoa.
fuck?
Two
She's still laughing. I'm terrified right now.
You didn't touch that, by the way. I saw that. You did not touch
That
that.
just fell and broke on its own.
What the fuck? What
God,
was
I'm
it?
good.
A cup?
So why?
Hey.
I am good.
D&D is Satanism. I'm fine.
Look at that shit.
Sound like my
Look
parents.
at that shit.
That's what my mom was too. That's why I didn't
That
get to
was
play.
scary.
Everybody on the internet's gonna be like, that guy's too fat.
Oh, I'm so good at this.
Oh my gosh. Creepy laughter,
Glass
small
breaking.
children.
You heard
We're-
the whisper.
Broken
Right.
glass.
We're getting the fuck
I
out.
almost shot whoever's right behind me in the face.
There was nobody there. Are you really cleansing the area right now?
Did you see what happened?
Alright, so I'm gonna say we keep pushing on, but super at the ready. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
Okay, so I'm gonna say you guys are moving at half speed. right now.
At
If
the
you-
ready.
if-
Be at the
if
ready,
you're
and
prepped.
If
and
we're saying
watching.
that, then I am
Okay.
going to hold an action, and as soon as I see a combatant, I'm going to fire an arrow.
Okay, so I'm gonna say as soon as you see anybody that's not part of your party,
Yes,
because you don't know if they're a combatant or not.
that's fine.
Okay.
I think everybody
I'm-
should just chill the
I'm
fuck
that
out.
creeped out that I'm just going to fire as soon as I see movement.
You guys are all worried for nothing.
You're not creeped out by the creepy laughter, Gabriel?
No.
You freaked me out, man.
Stuff
I
happens.
love you, but
And actually, Bob, you wouldn't be either because you're a lizard man. You just be like, okay, that's weird. We should probably keep an
Let's
eye
just
out.
move.
Yeah, you wouldn't be like freaked out.
Yeah.
That's not how you guys work.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I don't know
nice to
about
have
you.
scales and shit. I'm fucking freaked out.
But children laughing in the darkness is never a good thing. Either they're starting trouble or something bad is going on.
And we'll take him out.
All right, so I'm gonna have everybody do a perception check at advantage because well, anybody that has dark vision is at advantage. If you don't have dark vision, it's just a straight roll.
Right, 'cause it isn't even.
Yeah, it's still
Net 20!
19.
What did
19.
you want us to
11.
do?
Perception.
Perception.
11.
So I got,
You have dark vision, so it's with advantage.
what does
4.
advantage mean
You
now?
roll
You
20
mean
twice and take the higher number.
Oh, okay,
4.
so I got
Okay.
12.
And then add your perception.
Okay, so 13.
13. Okay, even with your nat 20, there's nothing around you.
Okay.
Nothing around you that you
Cool,
can
but
see.
we still hear the giggles.
It's
So
done.
go.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
it's
It
gone.
went, it went dead.
And
Okay.
we're
As
just
soon as that
walking.
glass broke, it went dead.
Creepy.
Okay.
So we're walking southeast.
No, literally, I said it went dead and then the glass broke.
Yeah.
That's how it went.
Alright, so maybe I'll loosen up a little bit, but I'm gonna say keep moving.
Relax, dude.
And it's still 4 a.m., right?
But it was
It was 4:30.
4:30 when you started moving. What is that?
A phone, probably.
Somebody's phone, yeah.
Somebody's vibrating.
Yeah.
It's probably you.
Okay. That's weird.
Okay.
What the
So
fuck?
keep
Whose
moving.
phone is that?
Keep moving.
Do you have a Ouija board
Oh,
What is
there?
this?
okay, it was Tim.
Oh.
You're freaking your girl out over here.
No, I don't have a Ouija board because I don't approve of that.
I've got my sword pulled.
Your
We're
I
ass.
got my
still,
daggers,
we're still
yeah.
moving
My
southeast.
axe. My
We're
axe.
going southeast. It's
We still
fucking
got fucking 5 days to go.
hella
so
early.
let's keep moving.
So you guys are moving half speed, so you're moving, so that would be a mile every 30 minutes.
Why are we moving half speed?
I was
Because everybody's at the ready.
Because we're
Everybody's,
ready.
I'm
But
telling
if-
people, chill the fuck
If
out,
the
man.
giggles had
This doesn't
stopped,
go.
I would say we could at least pick up to normal pace.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
We chilled out a little bit.
So I'm gonna say you spent 30 minutes moving at half speed.
And now
That's
it's
fine.
5 a.m.
And you guys, okay, we're good. So,
And now we're just moving.
okay.
She gonna just roll his eyes.
Okay,
Squishy people.
I'm writing this down.
Okay.
Anybody who's read Tolkien's gonna get this.
Are you sure?
Giggles in the dark. Giggles in the dark. No? No one?
That would be a Gollum reference.
Riddles in the dark.
Yeah.
Oh,
very famous-
got you. Yes,
See?
okay.
Gollum.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we're going to keep moving.
Remember, I'm not quite as smart as I look.
Southeast. Toward the slaver camp.
So where are we going?
Yeah, we're going.
Okay.
Going.
You're moving? Okay. Say, who's leading the pack?
I am.
And I'm
I'm
up
always
front
behind.
with him because we're leading, going to the slaver
Okay.
camp. Okay.
Great. Hold on.
While we're walking, I'm gonna be watching for juniper berry along the way.
Okay, so make a survival check for your herbs. You two make
18.
a perception or survival, whatever's
It
higher.
was pretty good.
16? 18?
Yep.
Total? You find enough for 3.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good roll. So these herbs are pretty common, the ones that you
16.
can work with right now. 16?
I got 11.
11? Okay, so that's going to average out to what, 14? Yeah, 14 sounds good.
No.
Okay, so you guys, you're moving fine, no problems.
Cool.
I'm
Like that.
going to say, do another one. You're just going to keep traveling all day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the
So,
fuck away
so
from
do a second one for
Steady
the second
pace.
half of the day.
Try to make some ground. 13.
13?
10.
10? So it's going to average out to 11. So yeah, you're fine for the second half of the
Keep
day.
on moving. No, I mean, I guess I should have said it beforehand, but the whole time keeping an eye out for anything that we can collect a bounty for. Wolves, harpies, dire wolves, whatever we can collect.
Okay.
For. Along the way, just keeping an not necessarily watchful eye, but maybe just in the periph.
So what I'm gonna do then is, because this is just straight travel time, you guys are traveling through relatively settled areas.
Right.
We're just gonna do 5 days travel right now.
Okay,
Sounds
cool.
good.
We're not gonna just keep over and over and
That's
over.
a good plan.
Yeah,
I
so
like
just
that.
do one more survival check between the two of you.
Survival or
Oh,
perception.
That one.
Or perception, right?
Or whatever's higher.
15.
15?
Doesn't
I
And
got a
a
matter.
nat
nat
one?
one,
She
technically
So
a
it's a
4,
nat
but
one.
yeah,
So she
nat
crits.
one.
She flew it.
Alright, so you guys are gonna be camping very poorly this entire trip.
Nice.
Okay.
It's
We're
gonna
5 days out now.
We're doing a time jump. We're doing a time
Yeah.
jump to 5 days, and we're gonna
And
get
he's
it.
explaining
it's
how the
going to
5
take
days
you
went.
7 days to get
Day
there.
11.
7
No.
days, damn.
Yes.
Dope.
So that'd be day 11 was the first day, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Day 18 we arrived.
Okay.
Well, we arrived day 17 at night.
Ish.
And you camp. The only good thing about your camping is the fact that you don't starve because Vladimir can find you.
Right.
Okay.
If you want to, so we're doing a 7-day time skip. If you want to do one more survival check for herbs.
I'm gonna go for this time. Shit, I wish I had saved that as a separate thing. There it is. This time I'm going for Adder's Tongue.
Okay. Oh yeah.
22.
So over the course of this time, you find enough for 6 more potions.
So plus 6.
So this would be.
Need guilfoyle?
Hmm?
So we're on day 17.
Stop
We're
distraction.
stopping on nighttime of day 17. And then we should arrive at that point.
I obviously rolled terribly, but he was looking for wolves and stuff.
Right,
Did
but-
we find anything?
but-
In open
I can't-
territory, probably not.
You averaged,
What time?
and you rolled a nat 1.
Okay,
So
just checking.
Nighttime.
One and plus,
So
we're
we
in
got
open
nuns.
fields. There's probably none out here.
Good
Nuts.
call, though. I'll be sure to do that next time.
Just trying to make
Okay,
some coin.
so are we at the slavers camp then?
So you guys are going to, so I'm gonna ask you,
Now we're 5 days out, not 7.
no, you
No,
jumped
We're time
because
ahead.
of the-
jumping.
We're time jumping because of her natural 1. It took us
And
2 days.
it took us longer to do it because
Oh.
it sucked.
Okay.
So it's up, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. You're gonna arrive at night,
Yeah.
at the end of the day. Do you want to go and attempt to investigate this, or do you want to stop
End of the day is
before it?
end of the day is we have some light left, or it's
You're right
dark.
at the end of the day.
How about we set up camp and go search it in the morning? So we're outside of
So I'm gonna leave you guys, what, 6 hours out? How far out do you want to be from your destination?
From the camp.
like 3 hours, so in the morning we
3
get
hours,
up.
okay.
We get up and walk 3 hours and then we'll be there?
That's fine.
Okay.
Is that okay with everybody else?
That sounds good to me.
Okay.
Sure, we.
Alright,
Oh, sure.
so who's gonna search for a campsite? set
I
up camp?
will.
Okay,
I want to actually try to sleep good.
Can I help?
you can?
16.
9.
9, that's gonna bring you down to 13. Now, you can find a decent enough campsite, you find some wood, you actually have a fire for the first time in a week.
Dope.
Vladimir finds you guys enough food to get through.
And can we say that at this point Vladimir knows to like bring me like
Well, no, it says small game, so I go out and grab this stuff, I'll throw you like a squirrel or a
Okay,
fucking
cool.
rabbit.
And now that he knows
Whatever.
that Bob prefers
Today
live,
I threw you a swallow. And that's all I could find.
got it.
So swallow that and enjoy that.
And now,
Swallow it.
Swallow this.
shut up.
you get a
That's
little bit on
poison
your
out.
face.
So,
All right.
Wolverine.
So we're doing watch then.
And Vladimir knows to bring Bob live game.
Yeah,
So
makes sense.
everybody's covered well enough to.
Well,
you,
I would probably bring her live game if I could find it out.
Right.
It depends on what you
you,
want.
you guys aren't having banquets, but it's enough to
Sorry.
keep you going.
Yeah.
Him.
It's okay.
Are we doing watch then? What's
Yeah.
the watch
Last
order?
watch.
I can go.
Unless so and so.
I was gonna do first watch.
I'll do first watch with her.
I'll do second
Yeah.
watch.
Bob.
Thank you.
I'll take third.
Okay. You're
Okay.
second?
I'm second, they're first.
Okay.
So
So,
survival or
survival or perception, whichever's higher.
7?
Okay.
Oof, look.
Nice.
5.
Son of a
Okay.
bitch! Should've been watching the whole time.
Should I roll or does somebody want to roll?
So we're like here.
What are we rolling?
Cameron
so
rolled
we
tonight.
Roll a 6.
Might as well.
I haven't rolled anything
6.
tonight. Oh, she wants. Oh, Silver already went.
3.
3.
Silver's not wasting any time.
First watch.
We only
I
got one
haven't
more
rolled a
left.
single thing tonight. This just feels weird.
Almost there.
I'm getting cramps in my rolling hands.
That could be something else.
Well, my rolling hand. I use 2 different hands depending on the situation.
Fair enough.
Ambidextrous.
I always do offhand.
Well, it feels like somebody else, right?
Yeah, you gotta
Right.
sit
All
on
right,
it.
Wolverine. Okay. All right. Actually, I want to see what everybody else rolls real quick for their watches. I'm curious about something.
Okay, so I'm second watch. And I got a 5.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Come on!
15.
Okay.
9.
Definitely fucked up.
Yeah, I want to try some spells out here though. So.
Well, I'm trying to determine because I don't want to do another
What'd you get?
non-stop all-night battle fest.
Spinach.
Right.
Spinach, olive, pepper, onion.
So that's why I wanted you guys to
artichoke,
roll.
feta,
Well, we haven't had a battle yet, so.
No, you haven't, but
Yes.
because I will do another fucking series of 6 running battles if I have to.
Oh,
But
God.
nobody apparently liked that, so I don't want to do that if I don't have to.
No, it's just too, it's too much.
You rolled a
We
3?
were hurt.
Okay.
I got a 5.
I like it.
Ooh.
Shut up.
We were just level 1.
Oh, okay, that would actually make sense. Oh no.
Yeah, it doesn't go so well for people's spells though.
I know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
By the
you
second
run
one
out.
you're out.
Yeah, you run out. Okay.
I forgot about this.
Melee characters are a lot easier when you're going back to backs.
There's gotta be a spell for like bringing back magic powers.
Well, I do because I'm a sorcerer and I have sorcery points. So I can actually pop some of my sorcery points and get back a spell slot.
Could a wizard do that to someone who's
Wizard's it's a different mechanic for doing that.
You have arcane recovery.
Because the
Wizards have
idea,
arcane recovery, but
the idea is wizards.
I think you still need
I hate that word, mages.
It's a wizard.
Wizard is a mage, but mage is the original term for the class. I don't know why they changed the wizard. Mages study for their spells. Sorcerers is an innate ability. You see, there's a difference between how they do all that stuff. So what we're going to do is, you guys are still like 3 hours out.
Yeah.
So what you're gonna do is off to the, and now you would know about this Viridian because you have been in this area before. Off to the west, about a mile and a half, there's a large, it's like a Stonehenge.
Stonehenge.
Build, right? There's these large stone henges
Yeah, it's one circle.
that are built in a huge circle. It's like a 90-foot diameter. No, it's gotta be more than that. It's like a mile diameter.
Damn.
And there are these large 60-foot tall, 10-foot around stones that are set up in this weird, it's not really a circle, but it's like a weird arrangement. Nobody knows what they're there for or why they're there.
These are stones,
They're just large, huge stones.
Just druids turn to stone.
not toadstools.
They're not toadstools, no.
Yeah, we haven't found smart village.
Stay away from toadstool rings.
Smurf. I'll tell you what. Right now, I would make. Never mind. I got ideas for Smurfs.
How much farther, my little Smurf?
They're probably delicious.
And you know that
What do you think it tastes like?
Gargamel
Like
would disagree with you.
blueberries?
Cargus
You know that hippogriffs tend to nest on these stones.
Yeah.
Hippogriff.
Flying monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
So who had first watch?
Us.
They did, and then I had second watch, and we all sucked on first and second watch. They
So
did
who
okay.
who rolled the highest?
I did.
He did.
So you were third watch?
I was third watch, I rolled a 15.
Okay, so late in the evening on your watch, you hear this bird-like screeching coming off in that direction. Now you can see the outline of these. You could see them when you set up camp, the outline of these stones.
Right.
You hear this loud bird-like screeching, and you see occasional flashes of lightning
Okay.
in that direction.
Okay. I mean, are they like lightning or like just flashes of lightning?
It's like flashes, and you can tell it's lightning because lightning has a very distinct
Right.
look, right?
But you said it's a mile and a half away?
It's about a mile and a half away.
Okay, so...
So it's got to be really loud for you to be hearing it.
Right, but then is it enough to be concerned a mile
It's up
and a
to
half
you.
away?
It's up to you.
I mean, birds, lightning, I mean, there's no...
That's up to you. I'm just giving you what you see and hear.
I'm gonna stay aware, but being a mile and a half away, I don't see any reason to walk away from my watch and engage.
Okay. So you're gonna just
I'm
be
gonna
aware.
have my bow out, ready, and...
So over the course of the next 20, 30 minutes, the screeches get louder. They're coming closer.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna wake up Kit Row, because I know he's next watch.
Okay.
I'm gonna wake him up and just bring his attention to it. Also, because he's a lightning guy.
And I'll, can I do a nature check with advantage because it's lightning? Since
Sure
I
can.
know a little bit about lightning.
You sure can.
See, wake up the lightning guy.
Good call.
You can do perception or nature, whichever side.
They're the same.
Okay, yeah.
And it's a 19 and that's a 13. So 19
So then
it is.
you recognize this as a blue dragon's lightning breath.
Oh, Jesus.
That's not good.
Are we all awake at this point?
No, everybody's only those two.
Me and him.
This was late into the watch.
Sorry, you said dragon?
Blue dragon.
We should get the fuck out of here.
I'm inclined to agree.
I mean, yeah, we should get the fuck out of here. I don't care about loot. We should get the fuck out of here.
Can I tell whether it's size, whether it's ancient or youngling?
Based on the size of the lightning flashes, it's definitely not an adult dragon.
So it is a younger dragon.
A level 2 dragon.
Hey, Bob's only level 1.
Are we still hearing bird screeches?
Yeah, you're hearing these screeches, and you can tell
It's probably hunting.
they're bird-like screeches, and there's a lot of them.
Would I be able to
And
tell
they sound like
that
they're coming from
hippogriffs?
two different creatures.
Would I be able
There's
to tell that they're
different
hippogriffs?
pitches. Have you ever encountered a hippogriff
don't
before?
know. Would I?
I would say
smell-
probably not.
Okay.
I would say probably not.
Would I be able to tell that it's a predator chasing prey?
It sounds like a predator bird. Yes.
It's hunting.
What, the dragon's hunting? Or the
I
birds
would
are-
No,
assume if there's a dragon.
So there's two different screeches. Some of them sound like a victory squawks or hunting, and some of them sound like they're in distress.
Oh, the
You see what I'm
dragon's
saying?
probably hunting.
That's what I'm thinking. If there's a dragon around and lots of screeching and distress, I'm thinking the dragon is hunting and succeeding.
So as you guys are having this argument, make a dexterity saving throw, both of you.
Shit!
Dexterity is so shitty.
Dexter, I'm okay.
That'd be a 5.
That's a 10.
Okay. So as you guys are having this
Middle of the road.
discussion, a hippogriff falls out of the sky and clips you. Doesn't land on you, but it clips you. Where the hell? Really? I pulled out 3 handfuls of dice and didn't get a single D4. Oh, because there's no D4s in here.
You need a D4?
Well,
Yeah, he's got a bunch.
I got a D4.
I've got a D4 somewhere. There it is.
It's not cool looking one.
God damn. And you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage, and you're knocked to the ground.
Damn it, knock prone. What a...
Shit!
Bludgeoning damage, what does that mean? Just 3
Well,
damage?
just dead.
So that means that's just like a hammer.
We're just explaining, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's 3 weapon damage types. There's slashing,
Right.
piercing, and bludgeoning. So the reason I specify is you might at some point encounter an enemy that's resistant to piercing damage.
But slashing could also make you bleed more.
Like a
You're
dragon.
gonna bleed out.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
I mean, there's a resistances to the different damage types, depending on the enemy you're fighting.
Got it.
Or you might find a piece of equipment that gives you resistance to a certain damage type.
Got it.
So
Okay.
I specify that so we get on the idea of this is the way, there's different damage types.
Right.
Okay, so Hippogriff falls out of
Was
the
the
sky.
hippogriff dead or alive?
It's dead.
Do I wake up?
What the fuck?
Make a perception check, you 3, while you're sleeping.
Because that would
Because that would have been loud.
Pretty loud.
Yeah, you would have been loud.
Oh, you said Chris.
I got
Perception.
12.
Okay, you wake up.
I wake up.
16.
You wake up.
14.
You all wake up.
Okay.
You're on the ground like, oh fuck.
I'm gonna hear them all starting to wake up, and I'm gonna say, "The fucking dragon!"
What's for dinner?
What the fuck's that?
That's dead Hippogriff. Are you okay, Kid Roll?
Is it dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dead.
Oh, it's okay.
But he said this dragon. He said dragon.
Dragon?
There's a young blue dragon somewhere nearby.
I say we go.
Like
Probably hunting.
Where?
Like a dragon?
I say we go.
DM
Like a
question.
dragon.
DM question.
So a hippogriff.
Hmm?
It's like a magical creature.
Right.
You're saying that he had never seen one before. Is it something that we would be amazed at? Like it's something you don't
So
really
it's
see?
something- it's
Like a
something-
fucking unicorn?
Okay,
More
so-
amazed and
It's got the
terrified by
head
the
of a
presence
bird.
All right, hold on. DM
But I just
question.
woke up.
Okay.
DM question, DM answer. Everybody starts talking at once. He would not have recognized the cry of a hippogriff
Sound
in
of one.
distress.
Right.
Hippogriffs would be well known enough in folklore and stories. You may not believe in them, but you would know what they are.
Okay.
So
No.
it's the head of a hunting bird and the back half of a stag, basically. And they have stag
And they have wings.
horns. And they have wings. Yes.
Yeah, they're badass.
That's
They're
right.
nice
Horse,
steed.
right?
A stag is like a deer.
Oh, a deer. Okay.
You know, a male
Harry
with
Potter?
the
Yeah,
the
yeah,
rack
okay,
and
yeah.
it's a stag.
Buckbeak.
Buckbeak.
Okay, so they're all awake. I
Okay, the
say,
next time we reference Harry Potter or Game of Thrones during my D&D game, somebody's going home.
so everybody's awake. I say, what the fuck? He senses a dragon. I say we get the fuck out of here.
Can I go check out the hippogriff and see if I find anything cool on it or like?
It's a dead hippogriff.
Do we
I
feel
mean,
like
it's a
we have no
mystical
idea what time
creature, so
Yeah.
can I investigate it
Yeah,
and see if there's
you don't find anything. I'm just,
Okay,
there's
that's
nothing
fine.
on it.
Can I make some kind of check to determine whether or not this dragon is getting closer to us or not?
You can hear that it sounds like there's a battle going on above you and it's coming closer.
Above us.
With it, yeah, it's in the air. The hippogriff fell out of the air.
Right, that's fair.
So
Okay.
let's get. Can we GTFO?
Can we see what's going on? Because you said there's like lightning and that lights up the sky. Can we see what's going on?
It's brief flashes. It's not enough to actually light up the surrounding
It's
area.
the blue dragon breathes lightning instead of fire.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Just
Gotcha.
off this.
Okay, sorry. So keep that in mind too, guys. If you don't know what I'm talking about, ask. Because I just assume I assume people know.
I just thought it was like a blue dragon.
No, blue dragons are lightning.
So every different dragon color has a different breath weapon. Blue dragons have lightning.
Question, so we're traveling in a certain direction. I forget where that was coming from.
Well, that came from the east,
I'm
actually.
gonna.
Sorry.
Oh, it came from the.
Because west is going to Alpha, so
Okay,
it would be
so-
to the east.
I'm gonna. So it's about a mile away.
It's about a mile. The stones are about a mile.
So we're 3 hours from the camp. How? That's.
So you would be looking like not quite due west, but a little bit north, but
Here,
primarily
okay.
west.
So here's the stone circle.
Well, I would say right now, let's just snuff out the fire because we don't want to draw any attention to
Right,
this.
yeah, definitely put that out.
Yeah.
All right. I start stamping on the fire.
Okay.
I say we
And
pack up
this
and
is-
get
if there's
moving
one
and
time
move
that
on.
I would say that we just double time it, it's right now.
Yeah, I say we
I
get
do
the
not
fuck-
want to be dealing with no
Yeah,
blue dragons.
let's get out of here.
Let's get out.
And I know dragons.
Dragon guy says go, let's go.
And we only have 3 hours to the slavers camp, and that's
Might as well just go there.
I say
Yeah.
we just
What time is it?
double time.
Double time. It's like, I don't know, 3 hours.
Hightail it.
Well, no, this was on my watch, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
So, what? 11, it's about 3 a.m. 2, 3 a.m.
So as you guys are having this conversation, everybody knows what a griffin is, right?
Yes.
I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay. You know what a griffin is?
it's like the lion bird thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
Lion birthday.
So as you guys, okay, does everybody know what a kobold is?
No.
Yep.
It's blue.
Little dragon.
It's a blue color.
So a kobold is about yay so high. They look like a mini lizard man,
Okay.
basically.
Okay.
Gotcha.
But they're related to dragons.
Okay.
Fucklets.
What's funny is that you guys are all related at some point. Lizard men, dragonborn, and
I'm not related to
kobolds.
that.
That's your prejudice talking. So as you guys are waking up and you're figuring out what's going on, a griffin lands and starts feeding on this dead hippogriff, and there's a kobold riding the griffin.
Oh shit!
What the fuck, ass?
What the fuck, ass?
I got a dragon, kobolds, griffins, and hippogriffs.
Can we?
Let's get the
Yeah,
fuck
can we just
out of here.
let's just run, guys. Let's just get out. Double time it. I don't want to be involved in this lightning sky battle between dragons and griffins.
Are we in the middle of just open nothingness?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
It's countryside though. There's
However,
nothing going on.
I will say, like, as an aside story point, I am somewhat enamored by what's going on.
You would be.
Do you want to fight the dragon?
And actually,
I don't necessarily want to might fight it.
you would be fascinated as well, Bob, because in your history, at one point, there are still stories and legends of your people worshiping dragons.
I'm already packed up and
Yeah.
I'm moving.
He's standing at the fire. We're going.
Okay.
Well, I guess we're just standing
Everybody
there
make
watching it.
everybody make a stealth check.
I'm like this. I have my shield up.
My stealth
And I've got
I
my-
can do that. I can do that.
I'm like this, and I'm kind of like backing up a little bit.
16.
I agree we should be
16.
running. I'm not saying, I'm just somewhat.
17.
17.
Joe.
4.
You have a -5?
No, I'm
Oh,
Nat
you-
20. Nat 20.
12.
12.
I have plus
Yeah, my
7,
stealth is -2.
and
My
I rolled a
dex sucks.
5.
Okay, so 12,
17.
16.
20, or no, 20,
7.
Hey, Nat 20.
4.
4. Haven't done that since game 1.
So,
Not gonna lie, I agree.
okay. So you guys just want to up and leave?
Yeah.
That's the idea.
Where are you running to?
To the slaver camp 3 hours away.
I
to
don't
the
really
south.
want to up and leave.
Is the slaver camp in the opposite direction
It's
of the
never a good
sounds
idea
we're
to be where a
hearing?
dragon's
So
gonna
the
be.
Yeah.
slaver camp is to the south.
To the south.
Right, and that's here. Okay, yeah, that one.
Okay.
Well, why is there a griffin and this cobalt dude there?
I don't fucking know. We just got encountered by 4 different magical
We-
creatures
You
in
see all
5
the shit
minutes.
in the air?
No,
There's so
I'm
much
down.
going
We're
on. Let's
leaving.
go.
He also said dragon.
Let's figure it out later.
Even a young dragon is a formidable
Okay,
foe,
well, let's
so.
book it.
Okay.
We're
booking
running.
it. We're
Look it, we're
double
dipping
timing.
off.
Okay.
We're stealthily double timing.
stealthily.
So you cannot. You're moving half
Stealthily.
speed.
So yeah, I guess we're okay.
You'd be half.
We're half speed.
Did our
With
good
his
things
fucking
cancel out his?
The nat 20 plus your rolls canceled out the low rolls.
Okay,
Yes.
so
I
we're
mean, I've got-
stealthily.
I got furs on,
Okay.
okay, and leathers. I'm not wearing like
Plain.
full-on armor yet.
Yeah, I'm just a
Yeah.
klutz.
Okay, so
Well,
you
you were
guys.
enamored. You were probably like, ooh, trying.
I'm like
Alright, so we're moving.
Boromir style.
We're moving. We're
And
moving.
you know why I'm enamored in my way, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, so we're moving to the slaver camp,
Okay.
away from the noises.
So it's going to take you 6 hours at the pace you're moving now.
But I thought it was only 3 hours.
But you're moving.
We're
You're,
We're
stealthily-
trying to not
Oh.
alert the dragon.
when you
We're
when you
stealthily
stealth,
taking
you
off, okay.
automatically reduce your movement by half.
Yeah.
So it was like 2 a.m. So now it's
So it's going to take you till 8 a.m. to get there at the speed you're moving
Okay.
now.
Okay.
So by the time it's sun up, what are we seeing?
So this battle continues, and it seems to be raging all across the sky above you.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, this is some like
This is some
Apocalypse
Heavens
shit.
asunder
What
and
the
shit.
fuck is going on around this place?
Can we see the dragon at this point? Now
The
it's
light.
light.
As you're moving, so it was what you said? It was 3 a.m.
It was like 2 or 3 a.m. We were trying
Let's
to
say
figure
3
out-
a.m..
Yeah.
So it'd be 9.
So by
upstairs.
sun up is 5:30.
Yep.
So you guys would, okay, so 2.5 hours at normal speed would be 4, 8, 10 miles. You guys made 5 miles. No. You would not, no, you guys have moved far enough away. Because the stones were a mile away anyway. You guys are
So
moving away
it's
from
happening
it.
by the stones.
Yes.
Now,
But it was
did you see the stones? We weren't near the stones.
We saw the stones.
You could see them in the distance.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
she knows they're there. She knows
Yeah.
hippogriff's nest there. So she could have shared this information with you.
I had no idea that there'd be fighting dragons and shit, so let's get out of here. So it's like 8 a.m. and we're at the
No, it's
sleeper?
5:30 sun up. Because he was asking if he could, at sun up if you
And
could see.
I appear somewhat dejected that I couldn't see the actual dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair.
So now are we gonna start walking regular time at 5 and then get there at like
So yeah,
7?
then you could cut your,
Drop stealth.
you could cut it down and then get there by 6:30.
6:30? Okay.
Seems fair.
So we get to the slavers camp at 6:30,
And it's day 12.
and it's
Or day 18.
18, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot we had
But we're still.
And I do
close
want to
enough-
say, everybody that's keeping track of little things like that, thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. That makes it a lot easier on me.
But we're still close enough at this point to where we can still hear this surrounding battle. We reach our destination, but we can still hear this.
It's, at this point, as far as you can tell, at this point, it's over.
Okay.
And you guys have moved a good distance away as well.
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You're not seeing the flashes of lightning anymore because the sun has come up.
Right. So.
That was crazy.
I know, right? I actually wanted to have an engagement on that one.
Whatever.
I don't think we were ready for that.
I'm sorry, I'm just gonna jump out of character real quick. You wanna fight a dragon at level 2?
Maybe.
And hippogriffs and kobolds and griffins.
So,
Thanks.
let's go back to the TPK. Let's go.
So, DM to party, just, you can die.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I will, however, never throw you into a situation that you cannot survive.
I'm just saying,
Okay.
level 2 dragon.
I wanna make sure everybody's aware of that.
To go to get.
You can die, but I'm not gonna give you something that you cannot possibly survive. Just throwing that out there. 'Cause
Okay.
that's a dick move.
Right,
And
but
you understand
but-
that my statements are in character.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll let you know right now, the one time I actually played D&D when I was a kid, we were level 2 and we fought an ancient red dragon.
That's tough.
Because the DM was a fucking, no, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Because the DM was a dick.
So even though I'm like a baby compared to everyone, like, will I still survive?
Yes.
Do you have to dumb it down for everybody
Hey,
else?
if you're a baby,
I
they're
was
toddlers.
I
was
was at
metagaming
6
too.
HP
Oh.
a minute ago, so
So
we
I
made
need
it
to
through.
survive.
I will never put you in a situation where you just cannot possibly survive. Just saying.
Can I metagame explain something to her about
Yeah,
dragons
absolutely.
though, since she doesn't know?
Okay.
Is
I'm gonna
there's
use the
different
restroom like
ages of dragons, and
Okay.
the different ages of dragons. So that's why I asked whether it was ancient or young.
Right.
So if they're young,
But
they're
that-
like
that
less
Wormlings
powerful.
are way less powerful than
Right.
witches.
What's
Right.
called?
Okay.
Wormlings.
Ancients are the ones that have been around for hundreds of years and have fucked up many parties.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about wyverns?
Wyverns are always dangerous, but those aren't dragons.
Those aren't dragons.
They're pseudo dragons.
Well, that's what they fucked up on Game of Thrones. 'cause they're
Well,
wyverns.
it's also a different
They're
universe, but yes. Yes,
They're a wyvern.
Drogon is a wyvern and not a dragon.
Yeah.
But in that universe, is the only dragons that exist, so they're dragons.
Correct.
Bro, did you like that hard ass black coffee?
Yeah, I
You're
drink
hard-
all the like
I
2
love
sips.
it.
So, but I'm pointing out to you something that you should recognize. That was in character.
Sorry.
There's a lot of people
I
on
jumped,
this-
sorry.
I jumped out of character to
I'm-
respond to an in character.
But I'm trying to make a
Oh,
point
is this it right here? Yeah.
you could use later.
Just wanna fuck up a dragon?
So we obviously don't have a map of this slavers camp thing. So do we just sort of want to make Because you said last time that I was going to be able to describe it. Do you want me to describe what's here, or do you want to?
Does everybody have
Make
this
this-
symbol, Johnny?
Yeah, we're
So
fine
I
with that. You can
erase
erase it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I do, yes.
At this
Yes.
point, as you guys approach, there's not a camp there anymore.
There's nothing.
It looks like there was a camp.
Are we still recording, or should we wait till the recording goes?
It's recording.
Okay. I was
It's not
making
back yet, so we might as well wait.
sure. I was just making sure.
But yeah, this is not what was there when you were here last.
Can I investigate and see if I find any traces?
You sure can.
Ah, bitch. 3. Anybody else want to investigate with me?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing.
I don't know what I'm
I'll
looking
do it,
for,
yeah.
so-
Can I use survival?
Yes, you can. If that's higher than investigation, you can.
And I'm still kind
Oh,
of.
could I have used survival? It wouldn't have made that much of a difference.
That's too late now,
it's-
but
okay.
yeah.
And I'm gonna say while they're
17?
doing that.
Nat 20.
Oh wow.
17, nat 20?
Yeah.
Yes!
So we're gonna give it to her.
So I'm too emotional and I'm just pissed that it's gone.
So okay, so
I'm still looking out for.
I'm
fucking
gonna wait for
dragon.
Doug to explain this, but
Okay.
I'll explain something to you guys in a second about the skill checks. So nat 20, there was definitely a camp here. You can see, I mean, it was a large camp too. It was very large.
But this was what, a month ago at this point, right?
No, this was, I mean, it's been 18 days now, so yeah, I guess it was about a month.
Yeah.
It looks like it's been at least 2 weeks since there's been any activity here. You know, I mean, weeds and grass are starting to grow up. You know what I mean? When it comes to the skill checks, like perception or survival for keeping watch, or investigation versus survival or whatever, if you guys have a high score in something and you can justify why that skill applies to the current situation, I'll let you use it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Because everybody has different skill sets that can be applied to different situations.
Right.
So if you can justify why survival makes more sense than investigation, use survival, right?
Hey, like for example, I asked if I could do a perception or a
Nature,
nature
yeah.
check
Yeah,
with advantage, even though I don't have advantage on it normally because it was lightning.
exactly.
Yeah.
And he went for it.
So if you can justify
That was-
why
yeah,
that
I
makes
noticed that. That was
sense,
cool.
say it. I'll let you do it. If it doesn't make sense, I'll shoot you down. But if it makes sense, yeah, do it.
So you
Dope.
wanna explain what we were just
The
doing?
camp.
So the
yeah.
camp, so you guys find the camp.
Well, I'm gonna say the reason why I was away and I don't know this stuff is because I'm particularly sulky and avoiding you guys right now.
So he's hanging way back.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
And
He's an
Why do you
asshole.
hate us?
I'm still just slightly on alert. because
I'm
of the
fucking
dragon.
pissed off that the camp is gone and I'm just sort of fucking like seething in the middle of this place. And you found shit, so.
What did I find?
So it just looks like there was a camp here at one point. It was a large camp. But it's been at least 2 weeks since anybody's been here. You
and
know,
that's all I find?
yeah, that's it. There's nothing really here.
Are there signs of,
They cleaned up after themselves when they left.
so no manacles or?
No, she rolled a nat 20. Whatever she finds is the best you're gonna do.
Well, but, so, I mean, I guess there could have been other people there, but I killed the main slavers and their wives.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, did their minions just take over? Like, I thought I killed
You have
everybody
no
there.
idea.
Okay, so somebody came along and took
Yeah,
everything.
it appears that somebody came along and cleaned up and took off. There's nothing here. I mean, there's signs that there was something here, but there's nothing here now.
But at best, there's just signs there was a camp. here.
Yes.
Not necessarily a slavers camp, just a camp.
Just somebody camped here for a good deal of time. Like there's signs of long inhabitation.
It's matted down and
Can I find the place where the tent was, where I slaughtered those families? Like, see if there's any blood on the ground still? I killed a lot of people. I killed at least 4, but probably 6 people.
Make a wisdom saving throw, actually. You should have done that in the first place.
14.
14.
Go
Okay.
fast.
Yeah, you have an idea of where that was. And you can see where it looks like there are some patches of dried blood sprinkled around. So this was definitely the right spot.
I just spit on it.
Okay.
I'm gonna say at this point I'm gonna rejoin the group and help look for whatever we can find. And I mean, I'm imagining I can tell by what we're seeing that we're not going to find anything too useful.
After I spit on the blood of the slavers that I killed, I just walk up to everybody and said, well, there's nothing fucking here, so I guess let's go to Alphas. Fuck this place. You with me? That was our plan after here, to go ask questions at Alphas, but
Right.
what is it?
Joe, I just sent you a text.
Okay.
Do we want to spend maybe a little more time to see what? I mean, I know you were probably hoping
Yeah,
for more, but
that's,
To me, it sounds like
I
a
have
plus
something-
to just stay here, so we should leave.
it's probably fair.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
I was gonna ask you too, I guess we could text. I think I should turn my phone on airplane, but
You can send me a Facebook message too.
Yeah.
If you want to just do that,
I have a
however
hard
you
time
want to do it.
typing on that.
Oh, you don't have a keyboard, that's right.
10.
10?
Would it be too late with all the time jumpiness and the multiple long rests? Would it be too late to prepare?
You
another
get
spell?
absolutely nothing, Vladimir. Nothing. It's just dead.
Okay. So, do I do that in game?
Yeah, that's what you did, but you don't get any response like you were hoping to.
It caught me off
So
guard.
after all this, I do my little thing with my jewel again. If anybody wants to.
Do I see it this
Can
time?
I look?
You succeeded on your saving throw, so this is just normal
Do
anger.
everything.
You're just obviously frustrated.
Can I get my
Upset.
Yeah, but,
I'm still looking
I mean-
out,
I think
hanging back and looking at the.
That's why I had to do the
stones.
saving throw.
so the voice though is not,
You're not, I mean, okay,
Notice it.
they wouldn't like that feeling. Cause that's kinda what they fight.
so, okay. So I'm gonna be honest with you, there are things you don't know about that situation, okay?
Okay,
And that's why, there's a reason for this. I'm asking you to trust me.
okay.
I know where you're going and I know what you're saying, but there's a reason for this.
Okay,
So I'm just gonna ask you to trust me on that.
okey dokey,
I know I'm doing something.
okay.
2 questions.
Well,
One,
she was asking first, so.
Can we notice it? Him
that was question number 2 for me, was insight
Okay,
check.
what's your first one?
With all the time jumps and the
That would be
sped-
perception, not
the
insight.
the sped travel, is it too late now to say I would have at some point over those 7 days prepared different spells?
Oh yeah, every long rest you have the opportunity.
Right, I'm just saying, since we sped up.
So if you want to change your spell list, change them now.
Okay,
If you want to do a perception on him, you would roll deception.
He wanted to do that too.
That you would roll deception.
right, so,
So both perception or just yeah.
Yeah, perception.
13.
the 12.
21.
You have no idea. You guys don't know this.
Nice.
Okay.
That's the only time you roll awesome.
Yeah! Okay, so I don't notice what he's doing.
So are we getting the fuck out of here?
Before we go, just since, I mean, I can visibly see that you're disappointed, I imagine because.
She's not disappointed, she's pissed.
Right, and because of why we're here and what happened, I can see that, so just last ditch effort. I'm gonna cast detect magic for the general walk around this matted down campsite. See
Okay.
if I get any kind of blip. I don't think it's gonna give me anything, but I'm gonna see if I get a blip with detect magic.
Okay.
I don't know if it's gonna mean anything every time I try this, and I just don't know if it's working.
The entire area appears to have, you can detect illusion magic over the entire
Illusion
area.
Illusion magic.
They're opal.
How strong of a sense am I getting off of this?
It's very strong.
So like, okay. Like in the sense that maybe something is being hidden.
So as you walk the perimeter, oh god damn it! I think just buy a house. So somebody hand me my black marker, please. Thank you. So as you now, this is not going to be to scale, obviously, but this is just for representation
Right.
of what I'm saying. Right. So this is the
large area.
campsite. So as you walk the perimeter of this campsite,
Trouble at the door?
Oh, almost, yeah.
let me get by you first.
Yeah, no shit.
Thank you. So as you're walking the campsite with your detect magic up, now they're not equidistant on the map, but they're equidistant, right?
Gotcha. All of these points.
Those are all runes
Okay.
that are carved into the ground and then covered over. But you can detect them because you have detect magic up.
Right. Okay. So, I'm walking the campsite, casting detect magic.
Oh, cool.
Well, I'm gonna call everybody's attention to this and maybe see if anybody has anything that can help with this. I mean, if it's strong enough, maybe this is some kind of protective illusion, maybe something's being hidden.
If he pointed out the runes, would I be able to see them?
Yes, once he discovers them,
I'm gonna say potentially if I'm
once you discover them,
uncovering
you
some
can
of them.
uncover it.
Yeah.
Would I, with my history, would I recognize any of these?
Roll a history. Yeah, roll history.
4.
Okay. You do not
No, I'm
recognize
too
them.
pissed. I don't know.
So, can I get a little brief of what's going on here?
So
you decided to.
She was saying everybody bounce. I decided to walk around this matted down campsite and cast detect magic. I'm picking up. I find all these runes and I'm picking up illusory magic around the whole
So
campsite.
you are.
I am. So now I'm asking the group and other magic users if there's anything they can do to assist with this. If it's you said it's really strong, right?
It's not really strong, but it's strong.
Strong enough to where it's maybe some kind of illusion that's hiding something, a protective illusion, a deceptive illusion.
Well, since this is a new day, I have 2 divine sense spells I need to.
Okay.
I don't know if that'll work.
I didn't think detect magic would find anything, so.
Boom.
Okay, you mean divine sense?
Yep.
Boom.
You have to do divine sense like that every
Boom.
time for the rest of this campaign. Boom.
Wait till you see Thunderous Smite.
Crack-a-coon!
I'm gonna sashay into it.
Sorry.
So I do not want to give you
Divine
the impression
sense.
that divine sense is useless, because it's not. But you don't get anything.
But
out of
currently
this.
it is.
That's all I got to detect anything, so
You don't get anything.
gotta try it.
Yeah.
I mean, Kit-
I just don't want you
Kit
to get.
replaced himself
I don't want
with
you to get to the
fucking
point
over
where
here,
you're
so I'm
like,
gonna
well,
call
fuck,
him over.
divine sense is useless. I'll never do it again.
No, I know what it's basically used for,
Okay.
but I'm
You don't
just,
get
I don't
anything off of
know-
this
I
particular
don't know
instance.
if you can do anything, but this is what
all
I'm
I can do
picking
to
up.
help at this moment.
So you're calling me out?
I'm calling you out for help with this endeavor.
Alright, I slowly turn around and pay attention to you. What do you want?
Can you make anything else of this? I'm relatively new.
What's this? I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm picking up a decent presence of illusion magic around this entire campsite, and I found all of these runes around the campsite. What, can you make anything of this that we
My
have
history of the
already?
runes?
So you can Arcana would be your best bet.
Can I
Arcana of the
Can I
runes?
assist the Arcana?
No.
Damn.
Now, unfortunately, you could bit Viridian. You could help him with this.
Can I?
Yes. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna ask, so you looked at all these rooms, right?
I've uncovered all of these runes, yes.
Do any of these rooms resemble the symbol from the camp or from the farm.
Hmm.
Do they resemble this?
They do not.
They do
Good
not.
thought, though.
So we're doing, I'm helping you with your Arcana check.
Arcana.
Do you want to just take advantage?
It doesn't matter.
Worth a shot.
Yeah,
I got a
for sure.
18.
18.
So she scored better than I have 13.
So as you go on out around and investigate, they're all the exact same ruin, and it's an illusion. It's intended to cover the entire area with
What's it look
a
like?
specific illusion.
So their camp
so
could
you
actually
really
still
want
be
me to
here.
draw
There
that
could
one,
be an
huh?
active camp here that is
You want
protected
details?
by
You want
this
details,
illusion.
Doc?
Well, it means I have to remember this now.
That's
Like
what
the
pictures
pictures.
for.
That's the ruin right there.
Is this a
Which way is
different?
up?
That means I have
tell.
to take a piss in Japanese.
Doesn't
It does.
everything mean that?
So
Oh,
this is-
I was like,
That's up.
Okay.
Towards you.
Okay.
Am I getting a sense that this is a similar illusion magic
Thank
to
you.
what
I
I've
was about to
sensed
do
in
that.
the other two spaces we've been to?
The what?
Am I getting a sense that
You-
it's the same
The
type
tech
of
magic
illusion?
doesn't work that way.
Okay.
It's not that precise.
Gotcha.
what spell did you cast to look see these?
Detect magic
So the tech magic detected the fact that there was magic.
being used, or the presence
In
of
the
a magical
perimeter.
aura.
I'm fucking pissed, and now that this is all happening,
Make
I'm
another
thinking,
wisdom saving throw, by the way,
okay,
because you're very
oh,
emotional.
that
again.
one.
Okay,
I was about to do something, but if that changes,
that's good. This is gonna change everything.
Okay.
I can't tell.
It doesn't have one.
So are these the runes or is
that's
that?
all, that's,
All the X's are the runes. That's the symbol on the rune.
yeah.
So all
So
of
that
these
is
runes
drawn
are
everywhere.
carrying
Okay.
this symbol.
Well, that symbol is the root.
Is
Yeah.
the well, yeah. But so
What's happening?
if we're getting that sense,
Because I was about to do something, but now something else is happening. But if it's not, I'll do the thing I was about to do.
No, something's happening because he doesn't.
Okay.
but is it possible? And I'm just
So
talking while
okay.
this is going
So
on.
do you want to do this publicly, or do you want to step aside? It's up to you. Because this is your character.
Would it make sense for it to happen publicly?
I just wanted
Well,
to kind of like
it's up to you.
be done or
This
not
is-
to be
this
done
is-
at 7.
I was just gonna angrily go up and stomp on all the rooms, but now there's something else happening.
Oh, that's good. Is he picking
What's
up
happening
there?
is, okay, what's happening is in
No,
your
I'm getting
head.
picked up.
So it's a private thing,
Okay.
but it doesn't have to be. You can, if you want to share.
So
with her.
I would like my story stuff recorded, so
Okay.
they'll be able to watch it anyway, so I'm okay
Okay.
with doing it in front of you, but your characters don't know this stuff.
So yeah,
Right.
and while this is
Okay.
going on, I'm going to be discussing amongst the group that there's a strong possibility that there is still a camp existing here, being protected by this illusion magic,
Chug it.
and we're just having this conversation amongst ourselves, and you kind of
Okay, so
drifted off.
you have only one voice that you hear.
Yes,
Okay, there's only one. And then you have the dreams.
yes.
And oftentimes the voice and the dreams seem to contradict each other. Because the dreams are very peaceful, very positive. Yes, they are. No, because I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
I told you, trust me. The dreams tend to be peaceful, positive, and you'll find out why this is
Okay.
later on. I've done a lot more research into the Kalishtar.
Okay.
It's complex shit.
Okay.
Based on.
The voice
Flashed on.
is generally very negative, very dark, and it tends to pop up. Yes, it tends to pop up in emotional situations. You gave me permission to do this, so I'm doing
I
it.
also gave you an outline of what I wanted, which this is not going with, so.
This is what's happening.
Okay.
The voice tends to pop up during very emotional situations. I know what you were going for, and that's why it's two different things. So at situations like this is when the voice pops up. And it pushes you towards your darker extremes. Yep. Is this in your backstory?
Actually, the opposite is in the backstory, but okay. If it makes sense, if it's going to make sense, I'm here for
Well,
it.
it's going to make sense.
Okay.
Well, you find yourself
Hey, I love the trouble systems.
reliving
They're
are.
amazing. I feel like a giant now.
every
Yeah.
negative encounter you had after your capture, right? And obviously this is all mental.
Yeah.
You find yourself just frozen, reliving the horrors that you had lived through. Obviously, I'm not going to go into descriptive detail on that,
Yeah.
but that's what's going on with you right now. You just find yourself, you're not even here anymore. You're just back, and you guys will see as this entire thing is going on. She just stops and just kind of curls up, and
What's
so
the deal with
okay,
V?
so you and I will have a conversation after this
Okay.
about what I came across, okay?
That's the
Why
power.
I'm doing what I'm doing.
Okay.
So yeah, you just find yourself, physically you don't even know what's going on anymore. You're right back in that dark place.
Flashbacks.
And there's a part of you that doesn't want to fight that you know what I mean? It doesn't want to fight that darkness anymore. There's a part of you that just wants to accept that maybe, it's that, what do you call it? It's like the victim who becomes the aggressor
Mm-hmm.
kind of scenario there. What are you guys doing while this is
I'm
happening?
still just trying to explore this whole camp. But with that being said, and I'm maybe just talking amongst the group, if this was some kind of like large illusion masking a camp, we'd still run into shit. Like if we walk through this camp and there's a tent, we're gonna walk into that tent whether
Would
we
we?
can see it or not. It can't be that strong of an illusion, can it?
I don't know. How
I don't know,
it
can
works.
it?
I don't know how to
That's
lose
why
the
I'm
words.
asking the group, and
Oh.
I'm primarily looking at the guy that I've seen shoot lightning. from
Your
his
Arcana
fucking
check
hands.
was shit, right?
Yeah, it was total shit.
Can
Yeah.
I make one?
Mine was good.
I would. What was your Arcana?
I just feel like
I
an
don't
illusion is a visual thing.
Yeah, like you still be able to be
wisdom.
like,
Right.
What did I just run into?
Magic works in strange ways.
It does. And I'm still
I know. I
fairly-
speak
I'm
from
s-
experience.
And
still
I
fairly
fell
new to
down
magic.
right now and
Yeah,
then.
you're
I'm
in
just
your
trying to
head
figure
right
this
now.
out. But if these runes are all some kind of masking or protective illusion,
And that is
then
I should have had this
it's
conversation
possible that
with
a
you
camp
before
still
now.
exists here.
I agree with you, and I think
Yeah.
that if there is this magic around this area,
So how do we
and we
uncover
found
it?
magic at the farms,
If I were
I
to
think
like,
that possibly
So
this
you-
may be connected.
if
Oh
I
no,
were to
that
like-
was you. Never mind.
If I were to like smash one of these runes, would that affect the magic?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
Why don't you ask me?
In the broad,
Hey,
in the meantime,
big dude,
do I
what,
notice
what
V?
happens if I smash one of these fucking
Yeah.
all fetal?
Let's find out.
Yeah,
Turn around
Yeah.
and smash.
Perception.
There's two things happening at the same
Yeah,
time,
you
guys.
notice.
So while they're doing that, I'm actually, since I'm not really engaged in all this stuff anyway, I'm like, whatever. I notice V fetal on the ground, or whatever she's doing. So
Yeah,
I'll
she's
walk
just
over there,
curled up, shaking.
try to figure out what's going on with V.
Okay.
You guys are on your own.
So you know the
So,
scenario.
yeah,
It's up to
I'm
you
over
how
here.
you would be physically, and if you want to specify how you are,
Well,
it's your character.
Well, I mean, they were about to smash the rune, so what are we doing first? Are we
Smash
gonna wait
the
for
rune.
them to do that, or are we gonna wait?
Well, they're
Oh.
in this. So while they're making this decision, he notices you and makes his.
So, okay, I was unaware of what all was going on over there.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
there's multiple other things going on. It's a large campsite.
So I'm basically in the middle of the campsite on the ground, shaking, and Kitril notices and comes up to me, and I'm basically having PTSD flashbacks, and so you come close, and I just fucking like go lash out. like and just start screaming.
Roll
So
it.
I'm assuming that you
I
guys
was
would
gonna say,
notice me freaking out.
Make an attack
Yeah.
roll.
Okay.
Maybe now we notice it.
What's your armor class?
Yeah,
Like,
I would say like
right?
after she screams, we would notice it.
Well,
So this is
let's
just
let them play
unarmed-
this out, and then
Right.
we'll
It's like-
respond with what we
okay.
do during that time.
So how does that work? I've never done it unarmed.
So you have unarmed on there.
Okay, so 10. So
10?
I didn't hit because you
So
got
it misses.
Okay.
Yeah, just grab her.
And she's screaming, so you guys would hear her, I mean, this is like a soul-tearing scream.
Right, but
And before she does that, you're going to scuff
So,
out one of the
just
roots.
prior to that, well, Vadimir stole my thunder and smashed
Okay.
it before I could.
Oh, so you did.
So I
That's
really
what I
hope
was
your
gonna
fucking
do, but I
strength
had
checks
to
makes
shit,
it across.
So which one are you going to
What a freaking
scuff out?
strength.
Because it's not a stone, they're scratching into the ground. So
Well,
I'd be
we
scuffing
were
it out.
arguing or discussing about
Okay, and I think we're
all
like
this magic
over here.
being around
We'll say
here.
we're over here, yeah.
And I was saying that I agree with them. If there is an illusory magic over here, it seems like they're all connected. You know, everything we've hit has had some kind of illusion or enchantment, so it makes sense. And then we got into a little scuff, and I
Right,
said,
and then
well,
I
let's
said, what
fucking do it.
happens?
And I fucking bashed
Okay.
the one right next to me with
Okay.
my fucking axe.
Which is right here.
So make a, there are so many of these. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Saving throw.
Me?
Whoever does it.
Well, you stole my thunder, so
Whoever's
go for
doing the
it.
Hulk
You
smashing.
stole my thunder. I was gonna do that, but then I got sidetracked. That's okay.
Well, I stole your thunder. technically.
15. What's the 9 under the wisdom? Oh,
That's your wisdom skill.
No, you want the saving throw.
the
so-
saving throw. Oh,
yeah.
my bad.
So wisdom plus whatever your saving throw modifier is. Or your roll plus.
Oh, 17.
17, you're
Yeah.
fine. So there's a flash of light, and the entire illusion falls apart. You guys are standing on what appears to be, based on the appearance of it, I don't know, 4 or 5 dozen graves.
Graves, like
Graves.
dug graves.
Steve, you said 3 dozen?
4 or 5
4 or
dozen.
5
There's a
dozen.
lot.
So
Like this, obviously there have been a lot, and
New graves
they're
or
relatively fresh.
like set up like a graveyard?
Yes.
Okay.
So apparently the you would assume the illusion was there to hide this mass burial site.
but the camp was still
The camp
not
is still gone.
there. Okay.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
And now, and the illusion was so good. The illusion was so good. Now that you can see what's happening. Like you're actually standing on graves. You didn't even realize. You thought it was just flat ground.
Gotcha.
And that was happening concurrently, so now do I
So
scream
now-
and they
No wonder you're having a
Smash,
connection.
whoosh, scream. Whoa!
Yes.
Okay.
So as you break this, and you're like, what the? And then you hear Viridian scream,
All right.
and that's you
So
guys.
I've got her restrained, so she
I
can't.
thought you said
continue to
I
try
thought
to
you were
hit
going to say you had a restraining order.
And I'm still sort of in my flashbacks and snarling.
So make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
I'm gonna see that and just say, whoa, what the fuck?
5.
Make a persuasion check if you're going to try and bring her around. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm assuming
That'd be a 22.
that he brings you out over the course of a minute or two. He brings you back to reality.
What is her
In
like,
that minute or two, I'm gonna
physical
walk.
capacity right now?
So right now she's grappled onto.
Is she healthy? She's just like out of it?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So in that minute or two, I'm gonna see that he's got it somewhat under control, but I'm gonna walk over here and just be like, what the fuck?
I'm investigating these graves.
Me too.
Okay.
I'm looking to.
So you don't even need to roll. I mean, they just look like they're.
Graves.
Are there any
They're not gravestones.
headstones?
They're just like
No, they're just
They're
just small humps of earth where
Yeah.
obviously something has been buried.
lots of people have been killed.
And
buried.
based on the size of them, they're obviously
Four or five
people.
dozen, that's a lot.
I rip away from Kitril and I go back to where that blood stain was, where I killed the slavers. And if there's a grave there, I just start fucking digging with my hands.
Okay.
I'm not sure she can do that.
I was gonna say,
How
yeah,
hold on,
should
hold on.
there-
How
should there be some
old
kind
do
of
these
save
graves, these shallow graves
They're
look?
new. That's what he said.
They're new.
They're within the last couple of weeks.
So I would like to do an investigation and start doing something disgusting, but
Digging them
looking
up?
through some of them
Grave
to
robbing.
see if
Yeah.
I could find people that have been described to us.
Which that's,
Can I
I'm
do that?
literally looking for the
so
slavers.
everybody,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I'm talking about the people
I'm
that
still
have
trying
been
to figure out
abducted.
what the hell's going on
Okay,
here.
what are you doing? 'Cause
I'm
you're
not letting
rolling
her
something.
run away from me.
So you're gonna grapple her?
Yeah.
So make
I
a
was saying,
acrobatics or athletics versus your,
Strength.
yes. Or dexterity, whichever's like. Never
Nat
mind, it
one.
didn't count.
You broke away.
Oh!
A nat one?
Yeah.
Roll off. Just both of you
What's
just
your
roll
bonus?
roll a d20. No, they're nat ones. It doesn't matter.
Okay, so that's
Nat 20.
So you get her. You got her. You
and I'm
tackle
fucking
her to the
screaming,
ground.
get the fuck off of me!
And I'm trying to say, what
So
is your
you two
deal?
make
I
a
need
strength
to-
check to dig,
I need to dig, I want to find these fucking slavers that I killed.
and then she looks over and
I-
says, "What these fucking guys are doing?"
Yeah, can you let me go? I know where the
I'm
slavers
looking,
were.
I'm actually looking for the people that were abducted.
Right, but you're digging
Yeah.
graves up. So make a strength to determine
15.
how successful
Get
you
real,
are
and
digging.
I kind of breathe, I'm like, get real, I'm fine. I saw the
Nat
slavers'
20.
blood.
Okay.
I want to go.
I got it. 15.
Okay.
Dude,
Can
what
I,
is up with my
have I
nat 20s
persuaded
today?
you, or?
So this is strictly you guys.
Yeah.
How you want to do this?
Are you calm?
So I calm myself down, I'm like, get real, I'm fine. I just want to see if I can find these fucking slaver bodies.
Make another
You're not
wisdom
gonna
saving
walk
throw
away
because
like
he's
the last
pissing
time?
you off.
No,
Wisdom saving throw.
I'm not. You could come with me.
I'm
Alright.
gonna
Okay.
try to help convince
So-
him, like, maybe just let her go for a minute.
I got a nat 1.
Wow, burn
So he
that
lets me
dice.
go, and then
then
I
you-
got a nat 1 on my wisdom saving throw.
Bless you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Burn that dice.
Okay.
So, do we find anybody?
Well, something else is
What?
happening.
Okay, okay, okay.
I did get a
Yeah.
Do
nat
that,
20.
do that.
Get back to- yeah.
We're, yeah, there's a lot going on here.
Alright. Y'all go first.
So you. Okay. So you were going to come over to help convince him to let her go.
Yes.
He did let her go.
Right.
I was gonna walk to where the slaver blood was and dig. See if I could find their bodies.
I'm going to ask you, because I'm not 100% sure what to do with this particular. I have a lot of possible. What do you? How would you, considering the role you made, considering the situation, how would Peridian have reacted? Failing that saving throw.
So, I'm not sure because I don't know what you have planned with the backstory.
But I,
that's a little
but
different.
it's your character.
But given
I
what
don't,
know,
so my problem is I don't want to keep taking control of your character away
Yeah.
from you.
So from what I know, of what I had an idea about my backstory, my class, my race. I mean, if that were to like take over, or here, can we just maybe let's go aside for a minute.
Okay, let's go outside for a second.
Okay, rolled in that one. So what's happening?
So,
He dropped you and then he rolled that one.
Yes, I was about to go digging for the slavers,
so
and then I rolled
okay,
in that one.
realistically, so what I'm going to say, guys, is if you have any, we just did this. If you have any questions like that, let's take some time and talk one-on-one about where you want to go, where I'm thinking of you going, and let's get on the same page. If you have questions like that, if you're okay with me just taking over, I'm just going to take over. If you have something in specific you want, let me know. Because now that you guys are getting more into it, and you're getting more comfortable, and you're building the story as we go, you're going to have more ideas of who your character is and where your character's going, right? You're developing your character as you go.
Right.
We really need to get on the same page and make sure we're okay with where, because I'm just,
So if something comes up, we need to talk to you before we
Yeah.
start the next session and be like, look. this
and
is
if I
what
take
to do.
over and I give you something and you don't like it, we need to talk about that.
Is talking over email okay?
That's fine.
Okay,
However
so I'll
you wanna
probably
do it.
just email you a bunch of stuff then.
Okay,
So,
what's happening?
what does the nat 1 equal? Because she's dropped, she's not grappled, right?
So that's up to you.
So I
I'm
convinced him to drop me.
You rolled a nat one on your wisdom
I
saving
rolled
throw.
a nat 1.
Now you
so,
understand what your character.
Yes, and it makes sense. So go for it.
Okay. So what I'm going to say is make an attack against Kittrell.
Oh, shit.
Again.
Because you're going to lash out at him.
Oh shit.
Yeah. You know why now. That hits.
That's a 12.
11.
So, well, she rolled an 11.
I got a
So that
12.
matches.
Yeah.
That matches your.
No, she has a 12.
Yeah. So 1d4 plus.
shit.
No, seems fine.
You're attacking with one dagger.
A dagger? I thought it was unarmed striking. I pulled a dagger.
Oh no, okay, it's an arm strike. So what? So it's just a 1. So
Yeah.
you just sock him. You take 1 point of damage.
Ow.
That's bludgeoning
Okay,
damage.
seeing as she's flanked and I'm freaked out by that, I'm gonna say what the fuck, and now I'm gonna try and grapple her.
Okay, so strength. So your strength versus acrobatics or athletics, whichever is higher. And you get disadvantage because he's coming at you from behind.
Well, yeah, you're flanked, yeah. That's
Oh,
why I brought
6 then.
11.
You grab her, you pin her to the ground.
What the fuck are you doing?
Make another wisdom saving throw.
18.
So you start coming to your
20,
senses
yeah.
now. So you start hearing that you start hearing this voice. Brilliant. What are you doing? These are your friends. Why are you doing this?
What the fuck?
So that darkness fades back.
Okay. And I see you grappled me, and I'm like,
What the fuck, guys?
Silver, what the fuck are you doing?
What the fuck are you doing? Just fucking suck the shit out of Kira.
What? And I'm like, straight and I can look at Carol. I'm so sorry.
I can
Oh
take it.
fuck. I'm so sorry.
Alright,
You just need to get yourself in control. What's going on?
I'm gonna let you go.
Okay.
Are you gonna be chill or are you gonna fucking punch me in the face?
I'll be chill.
Okay, cause I'll hit you
I
back.
hand you my daggers.
Okay. I'm gonna let you go, but I'm gonna fucking hit you back if you swing at me.
Okay. Alright, I handed him my daggers, and now I'm going to the bloody spot, and I'm just starting to dig for the slaver bodies. And what were you guys were doing?
We're digging up the
I'm like
bodies.
You're
this.
digging up other
At
bodies.
this
Looking
point,
for
I'm
the
like
people that
this.
have been-
I'm like this with my axe. The fuck?
Too bad that's not fully on camera.
Yeah.
Oh.
I need you to get in that pose over there.
The fuck?
Okay.
So
So you guys
they're
are
looking
digging.
for-
I'm digging up. Actually, I'm not using my axe. I'm using my. Yeah, no.
That's
We're
fine.
trying to
whatever.
see if we can
So
find
you
any.
so make a strength check because
Strength check.
you're starting to dig.
Does any of my kits come with a shovel or something? I gotta have
I
something.
got 6.
You got a 6.
I'm just like
You're
this.
just, yeah, you're just clawing.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just do it with my hands because I'm like a.
Big
I guess I'll jump in and start digging too.
Okay,
I
so
guess.
now remember, guys,
Since that's what everybody's doing.
Does somebody want to help me with the slaver body?
there are
stuff?
like 60 graves.
Fuck.
Right.
I'll help her dig where
Okay.
she
Where the
thinks
blood
But they're
Blood
shallow graves, so
It's easy.
Well, you don't know that.
Wait, didn't you say
Well,
that?
you
They
said
were
they
like
were shallow
mounds.
graves.
You said they were new.
No, I said
mounds.
they were small mounds. That does not necessitate a shallow grave.
No, that just means that so I'll help her.
Okay.
Natural 20.
All right, yeah, you dig it right up.
and I got an at 20.
You dig it right up.
Can I uncover
one?
a bunch of graves at once using Thunderwave?
I like this.
You say he dug something up. I
Okay,
do I?
so let me go around this because there's a lot going on again.
Yes.
So you guys dig up nat 20. What'd you roll, Bob?
Oh, did I roll? I can't remember what I rolled.
Roll a strength check real quick.
I'll just be crappier. Okay, I think it was a 15, but I'll roll
Wait,
again. So, well, this is better. So, can
So
I
we'll take
this?
that. Okay.
Yeah, that's.
So you guys,
So
you
16.
guys dig them up real quick. They're only about 3 feet. It's just enough to
Gotcha.
keep a body under dirt,
Does-
right?
Any of the bodies that we
You
found.
do Thunderwave. What is the radius on Thunderwave?
Thunderwave is 15 feet.
15 feet.
Please warn us.
So 15
Yeah, I'll
feet
go
would
where
be...
nobody's around.
So yeah, Thunderwave, you hit it and it brings up 8 graves.
So,
It just...
can we look over
dirt
and be
just-
like?
So as you guys are
what was
digging,
that?
all of a sudden you hear this loud crack. And all this dirt just goes flying.
Fuck, did the dragon come over?
And you see Kitril just standing, however he's standing. I'm assuming it's a dramatic pose. And there's all this just dirt and dust everywhere.
Do any of the bodies we've uncovered match the description?
That's what he was looking for.
Yeah, of the
Yes,
people that we.
and he dug really well in the place I was trying to dig. Are those the bodies of the slavers?
The one, you were digging in one grave. The
Yeah.
one you found, yes. It matches it matches what you recall as the head slaver.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I investigate the body?
Yes, roll an investigation check.
You said you killed everybody. Was anybody left behind that could have buried them?
I killed 6 people.
Mm-hmm.
I killed 6 people and I left. I didn't go around and check just in case. So there might have been more people at the camp, but I killed 6 of the main people. I killed the leaders. So I'm investigating the slaver body and I got a nat 20.
Yeah, nat 20. Nice. Unfortunately, he has nothing on him.
Damn.
Apparently, whoever buried them took whatever, anything he had worth keeping.
Could I see that somebody like?
He
went through
just
his-
dumped.
Yeah.
He just dumped and buried.
I turn around and face.
So what happened in this
say,
section? So
There's-
he just like unearthed all these
No,
graves here.
That's actually, it's a square around me, 15 foot square.
So he unearthed 8.
I'd be in the
Around.
center.
Oh, around,
Eight
okay.
graves.
Wow, okay,
And
gotcha.
I just turn around and say, here's your proof.
Proof of what?
Yeah. Do we see?
I was gonna say, yeah.
We have to look. See.
Back
That was
in
super
March.
dramatic, but I don't know what proof we're looking
Why
for.
are we here, guys? Here's your proof.
So yeah, I guess to your question then.
No, I agree with them. This is most likely proof. That's enough bodies. There's gotta be some of these bodies that came from those farms.
Yeah, do they
Let's
match the
find out.
description
I
of
got, you know.
Simon's wife or
So I'm gonna let
Katie's or-
everybody make an investigation check on this
Can
one.
I roll another one with
Yes,
the body?
yeah, absolutely. Because you guys are now looking.
Nat 20.
Okay. Investigation.
I don't know, said it at the same time too.
Natural 18, 20 total.
Okay.
I got
So
a
that's a
16.
dirty 20 is what that's called.
16.
16?
18. Holy shit, we all rolled well.
No, I said 6, dog.
Oh.
Oh. I thought you said something.
I got
German.
nat 20 on the strength check though.
What'd you get?
18.
18 total?
To smash dirt.
Good
job.
None of these bodies, as far as you can tell, resemble anybody that's missing
They
from
don't
those
match
farms.
any of those.
Do we find anything incriminating on them? Anything that would, any manacles?
Yeah,
or
They've been
anything like
stripped
that?
of everything.
They're not- Are they tied up?
No, they're
Are they
just bodies
gagged?
dumped
Just
and buried.
Bodies. Do they look like they were?
Damn, those 50 fucking gold are gonna be hard to get.
They were definitely tortured.
Okay,
These
so
people were
there's
put through the
evidence of
ringer,
that.
yes.
Including the head slaver body? Oh, no, I had killed him.
Just
Yeah.
snap a couple
So whatever you
Polaroids,
did
take
to them,
that back
that's
to
the
the
damage done
council.
to them. The other bodies you find look like they were prisoners. They were definitely put through some physical torture.
And so, did we find any of the other people I killed in that group?
Did their
As
clothing.
well. Any of the other slavers?
Roll a d4.
Does their clothing have any markings?
They're not wearing, they're naked.
Oh, they're naked. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I got a 2.
You find 2 more.
I found 2 more, so I found 3
And
of
you
the
found
people
was
I
out of
three
killed,
of the ones you killed.
but there's nothing on them.
They're all just naked. The slavers that you killed them. So whatever damage you did to them, that's what you find.
Yeah.
So at this point, there's no sign outside of Calgary. There's no sign of slavery. It's just a mass grave.
I would say, logically speaking, given the torture damage that you can find, there's whip marks and things like that,
Are
right?
there any
It would look like these people
sorry,
were
Linda.
slaves.
markings, brands?
Yeah.
There's no branding,
No
no.
branding.
No branding.
Can I?
As gruesome as it is, I would suggest we take a pelt of 1 or 2 of these folks back with
Hey,
us.
I
No.
don't think we
I don't
should
know
take a
about
pelt. So
pelt. I'm thinking
because
maybe
some
just
of
take the
these
whole
people
body.
might. Be
I'm just gonna say, I'm a
recognized.
huge fan of the word pelt
Yeah.
in this
Some of these
scenario.
people-
Can we, maybe you already said this, look for identifying marks, birthmarks, anything, jewelry,
There's no jewelry.
nothing left.
I think that we should take the
I'm
bodies
thinking about
that
that.
clearly were like whipped and stuff that look like they were possibly slaves because they might be recognized by people at the town and they look like they were at least tortured. So maybe we'll, make a blanket or something and drag a
Make
couple
an
of these
investigation check,
So
Vladimir.
then, just quickly, counter argument,
bodies. Mhm.
if we do that, we have to double back to Fairgarden and skip Alphast.
Or we could go to Alphos,
And
but
drag
we
a dead
don't
body around
know
with us the whole time?
which is closer, Alphos or Fairguard.
Right, but
Well,
we
some
have
of
to
these bodies
present-
might be from Alpha.
We
Make
have
an investigation check, Vladimir.
18.
Okay, so what I'm gonna say to that, because I'm not going to go over everybody with identifying features, what I'm gonna say to that is, if you encounter somebody and you ask, and they ask for an identifying feature, right? If you were to ask, well, did this guy have a mole or whatever, to identify the bodies, then you will be able to say yes or no, this person was here. You see what I'm saying? So let's keep that in mind. I'm not going to go over every body.
If we get asked about it, then we in the future can
You
say,
know, yes.
hey,
Yes, I got that.
Okay.
This person
I mean, obviously we can't take 60 fucking bodies back.
Right, and again.
And you only
another
dug up
counter-argument.
11 graves right now.
What my
Out of
thing
60.
is we could go,
Eight,
we
baby.
could go and tell the people at Fairguard
That
that we
needs to
found
be
a
your
mass
stat.
grave.
8 graves dug
But what
up.
if the mass grave is gone by the time they come and check? So I think we should at least take 1 or 2 of these bodies to
Right.
prove.
Bodies are hard to carry.
We
I
just have to
agree.
take them directly back to
And
Fairguard.
that's what I'm saying. If we
We have
take
to
it
present the
directly back to
evidence there.
Fairguard, we can tell them where we found this mass grave, that there was illusion magic over it, that we found many people who looked like they were slaves, and we brought a few of them with us.
Okay, let's bring some of the
Wait.
most damaged bodies then.
Yeah,
To
some of
then-
Like
the
the
whipped,
whipped,
yeah.
Just a thought.
Okay.
Because the runes were just traced in the ground, right?
Yes.
If I just retrace that rune that we smashed, would it recreate the illusion? And we can then hide the mass grave, don't have to carry a body
So I'm
around
going to
with us.
automatically say,
I would try it.
Kitril can tell you no.
I
Because
also-
it's not just about
So I have to,
drawing the
it
right
has to be illusion.
picture. You have to know the magic that goes
Right,
behind
you
it.
have to Cast the spell.
And none of you know.
Just
We can
thought.
at least bury the bodies
Just a
again.
thought.
Yeah, so
That-
we can
that's not
bury
gonna work.
the other bodies. I say we take 2 back with us.
Just slow us down.
Yeah.
It's going to take us a while.
So it's
Help to
gonna,
slow us
so
down.
it's gonna take you an extra
If we
day's
come back
travel.
with a skinned fucking human being, do you think
Yeah.
we're going to get paid?
No. It's not a skin, it's a pelt.
Yeah,
If we
no.
come back with the pelt of a human being,
What
do
if
you
we,
think
what
we're
if we
going to
try
get paid?
to bury the bodies and make it look not so much like a bunch of buried graves?
There's not a lot. You'd have to go over every
That's gonna take days.
grave and
I
smooth it
say
out.
we pick 2 that look like they were slaves, we cover the rest up, and we go back to Fairguard
Well, we're definitely
and
going to cover them up.
tell them we
that's
found
not
a
cool.
mass grave where we think slaves were kept, and we brought
As
back
you guys are
proof.
having everybody, what's everybody's passive perception again?
10.
12.
13.
9.
Bob?
11. Passive perception, 11.
Wait.
Perfect. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
As you guys are having this conversation, you hear. It sounds like birds of prey squawking overhead.
Oh,
Very, very loud.
Dragon.
We have to,
Coming from the west.
we have to cover all
Or the
these
east, I'm sorry, the
We have
east.
to cover all these bodies now.
I picked 2 of the ones that look like they were slaves.
How are you going to carry them?
So I have what
And you
I
all
was
have
planning
rope,
on
by the
doing.
way. You
Yeah,
all have
I was
60 feet of
planning
rope.
on.
I have rope and I have,
I have a
leathers.
bedroll.
Can we wrap this up?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
working
what we're
on
trying to
wrapping
do.
it up right now.
So I have a bedroll. So I'm gonna put one of them on my bedroll, use rope, and drag it with
Okay.
me.
You don't plan
Oh,
on
we
I'd rather
can, we
us
can
make a
make
sledge
something
easier.
out of my
I
leathers,
think that's what she's trying to think.
fucking
Okay.
a few
Bedroll.
sticks,
I'd roll between 2 sticks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sledge.
Yeah.
and we
And
can take.
we can,
I can carry a body.
Well, we
He
can
can
take.
probably carry a
we
body.
can put both bodies on the sled and take turns dragging it, and maybe keep a regular pace.
However you guys want to do it.
Let's
Okay.
do that.
And that's
We'll
that.
do that, and then
there
I'll
we
start
are.
working on burying the rest of the bodies.
Oh, so you're gonna-
Since somebody had to whoosh over a bunch of them, I gotta bury 10 people.
Okay. Okay.
What's your point?
Okay, and then we're heading back to Fairguard with 2 dead bodies.
Okay.
And we're gonna tell them that we
Yay.
found a mass grave of potential slaves, and here's 2 of them.
Making it, doing it the hard way.
Also, other than our word, did the Council of Fairguard give us any kind of identification to prove that we are who we say we
They-
are? Do we have like a sheriff's badge?
They put the burden of proof on you.
Dope! Cool.
Well, no, I think
So
he's
now
asking
we're gonna
is,
travel
do we have
7
any
days
identifying,
dragging
like-
2
No, you're
dead
not
bodies behind
deputized.
We're not
us.
deputized.
You're mercenaries. They just
Right.
told you do this
Well, that's
and
fine.
prove
Who
it.
the hell does that?
Right. So what if we come across some kind of
Don't give them ideas.
some kind of law?
Do you have
Either
like a Ziploc bag and put my pizza in?
Everybody, please give me ideas. I am okay with
Just
this.
saying, it's not at all.
No, you're not
It's only a
deputized.
teeny bit conspicuous that we're going to be traveling for 7 days, dragging 2 dead bodies behind us.
No, but also keep in mind, you at this time in this place, deputization is not really a thing. You know what I mean? So it's not like the law is going to approach you and
Right.
say, "Hey, do you have a writ giving you permit?" You're going to say, "Well, we were hired to do this." You're going to make a persuasion roll, and they're going to believe you or they
Fuck
don't.
persuasion. I'm gonna do my +6 intimidation.
Or you can intimidate.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, don't ask me to persuade anybody, 'cause my shit's -1.
But
They're
you
gonna
see
send
what I'm
us- they're gonna
saying?
send us to the
Now I'm
fucking wall.
6. No. 3, 4. I'm at.
All right,
The Black Watch.
unrecording.
I'm actually at 25 on my HP right now.